This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton bedding from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with airy blankets, cloud-like duvets, and breathable sheets. You'll experience pure comfort on night one and feel your bedding get softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first order at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Taking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. Late at night when the bars are closing, alcohol takes its toll and the drinkers need their favorite vendor. A tasty treat of sausage splendor. Little man behind the car, police can't catch him because he's way too smart. The smell of mustard and a big umbrella, hot dog man's got the perfect cover. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He waits out patient out in the street. All the hunters want to sample the beats. He can't help but relish the fact the footlong keeps you coming back. Once you're feeling safe and cool, that's when the Wiener Man makes his move. You can't scream when your mouth is full. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. Crowd. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the Wiener Man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. The Wiener Man. Attacking the Wiener Man. Attacking the Wiener Man. The Wiener, baby. Attacking the Wiener Man.
Good morning. Hello. From coast to coast, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom.
Many portions of the upcoming program have been pre-recorded, meaning they've already happened. And they're about to happen again. So where was it? Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have you here. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
There's Josh Arnold wearing his Josh Arnold shirt that says Josh.
That's right.
On
Thank you,
Josh-
Christy, for this.
On Josh's teat. There's
That'd really be convenient to wear that every day. It really helps me.
Okay. I'll just leave it here. Come in.
Long-time listeners of this show. Well, hell, maybe everybody. You love uniforms and name tags. I'm
We're
surprised.
sitting right here. You can't remember our names.
No, but I like walking into a restaurant. You know who works there, and
You know who's who and what's what.
yeah. You walk into a hotel. Okay, this guy works here. This guy's just a hipster. Okay, I got it.
All right.
Ace, how you doing? You all right?
Pretty good.
Anything I can do for you? Anything at all?
I'll let you know.
All right, I'm right here. There's Willie Griswold.
What if y'all just wear one outfit every day? Not the same outfit, but just the same outfit every day. Not the same as each person. Does that make
I know
sense?
what you're saying.
I pretty much do.
Yeah.
I do too, more or less.
You know, I tried that, and it's not bad. I got like 3 or 4 of the same shirt and sweater and all that, and yeah, it's not
Simplifies your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what you're going to wear tomorrow morning, and it's like, yeah, it's not bad.
Do you lay out your clothes at night?
I do.
Me too.
Me too.
When you got to get up this early, I got a whole system.
Yeah, I don't like to wake people
And if
up.
anything goes wrong, like this morning, the water pick didn't have water in it. There goes 1 minute.
That's one of the reasons I kind of wear the same stuff every day is because I don't have to lay my clothes out.
Wait a minute. Time
Doesn't
out.
make any sense.
Time out. I beg your pardon. I like to have it there, ready to go on the
Yeah.
dresser.
You can sleep another 2 minutes. You don't have
So
to
it's
wear
on
them.
the dresser as opposed to some of it is
In the
dresser
dresser.
or
Yes.
on the
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
you've got to
Boy, I
search.
bet you saved 20 seconds.
That's
It
the way
adds up, my
I do
friend.
it.
Well, what if you can't decide what to wear? Then you're.
I get.
Perhaps if you could save 20 minutes a morning, you could have an
No,
extra
20 seconds.
20 seconds. You could have extra donut while you're waiting.
That's just mean. Or you could wait a second. Or you could lay the donuts out and put a.
You underestimate my ability to eat 2 donuts in 20 seconds.
I ordered oatmeal cream pies yesterday, and they came to the house. I was so excited.
Are they not the best?
Oh, man,
Man, my kids loved them.
So you don't have anything laid out. You're walking willy nilly here and there like a squirrel getting.
Not at all. I walked to the boxer socks drawer.
Yes.
I walked to the T-shirt drawer.
Yes.
I walked to the shorts drawer. I mean, no, those are all in the same dresser.
And then you go get a
And then I
shirt.
get a shirt that's hanging in the closet.
Kicking
Easy.
pizza boxes out of the way,
That's right.
screaming.
Are you like
the money's on the bureau? Chocolate.
As I apologize. I deserve all this for criticizing you for laying
That's
your
right.
clothes out
That's exactly
like
right.
some 9-year-old British boy.
If only.
Mommy, will I wear this tomorrow to
Mommy, I
Are
got
you like,
me slacks
Now,
ready.
do you have? I have my.
Regent's Park?
I have
Oh.
my shake. Is all the powder and the kale, everything is already in there. It's all in the blender. In the blender's in the fridge, ready to go.
I don't do anything in my kitchen
Yeah, I don't.
before I
even-
leave.
I've
Nothing.
got everything ready.
I don't make coffee at home.
no
I
time
don't
for
eat
that
breakfast.
nonsense.
No.
I make the
You're-
coffee here, of course. I don't make coffee.
No, I don't make anything. I do not go in my kitchen at all.
I believe it.
I have a question.
Oh.
And
What's the old
that's,
joke? My
that's,
wife
by,
was-
that's by court order.
My wife wanted to go somewhere
That's
she'd never
not-
been, so I'd put her in the kitchen.
But
I
seriously.
meant in the morning, you tool.
Oh, I see.
So you said you got up and there wasn't any water in the
Just
water.
little things.
Water?
You don't need water. Is there someone who is responsible for putting
Me?
water on water?
No, I do. I do my rounds at night. Certain lights are on.
Is that right?
Everything. Oh, I got a whole
So what
system.
time you get to bed? About 1:45? What,
Carry around a shark with you.
I try to go to bed early when I can.
So what's your dental program at night? Do you floss and then you water pick and then you brush?
I have a regular water pick.
Okay. Okay.
Then I have the combination water pick, spinning brush water pick.
Oh.
Then I have the vibrating, what's that thing called? Sonicare.
Yes.
Then I have a regular toothbrush.
How many times? How?
No, but you don't do
Yes.
all
You
that in
don't
a
do
row.
all that at
Yeah.
once.
And
Tom,
I have a,
your son wanted to say when you said vibrating, looking for a word, he just mouthed to me, butt plug. Okay.
I didn't know if I was allowed to say it
So
on the radio.
how many minutes does it take for you to brush your teeth?
I don't know.
What, 2 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours?
No,
Then
you're
I
pushing
also-
the enamel right off your
I rotate toothpastes. I've got like 4 I like.
Oh, you're trying to switch it up on the teeth? You're trying to trick them?
And then I had to go to a gum specialist. My gums are being brushed away. I don't know why.
Spit blood for an hour.
Well, I have had a history of gum issues that I no longer have
I'd like to
because
give
of
you a
my
mouth
dental
issue.
regimen.
I know that.
You get a few needles in your palate and you go, what do I have to do to never have this happen again, doctor?
There are teeth models that don't go through what you go through.
I know, that is
Well, look at these teeth.
incredible.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be whiter.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. They're not that great.
That's because of the coffee and tea, you see. It's not a matter of it's the gum. It's all about the gums, my friend.
Yeah, that is.
Whitening your teeth is really bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it takes all the enamel off, doesn't
I get
it?
self-conscious about mine, but I don't
do
really
too,
care.
but-
But do I want to go to the dentist? Like some nerd, I go to the dentist and go, "Hey, excuse me, can you make my teeth whiter?" I mean,
they're
so
beautiful
lame.
on people, but
They have those super white things where you go and they put those,
Yeah.
you know those mouth guards you wear when you're playing football?
Yeah, and they look like they have super ultraviolet lights, and they make your
That
teeth
works.
white.
I mean, some people it works fine.
Oh, I get those.
no, it does a great job. I just don't.
Could be painful.
Those things are always in my Instagram ads. They pop up. Hey, you want a whiter smile?
It's nice. But the larger point here is, Josh, we like to have everything laid out and ready. I have my shoes on the chair where I put them on. And I now have...
You put your shoes on a chair?
He's got a special chair, Christy.
Yeah,
don't leave them on
not
the
any chair.
floor?
It's a chair that I got when the great restaurant Julerette's closed in Harbor Springs. I got one of their chairs, that red one.
I love that chair, yeah.
I love that chair. It's very special. But I've got my socks, my underwear, my shoes, my jeans
You know what
folded
that
over.
was? That was an old man anecdote right there.
Hey, look, whatever you got to do to make your morning easier. But I just
Is this chair in your bedroom?
No, I don't. I don't get dressed in.
He gets dressed in my old room. He turned so my room, like every kid's dream, is now the combination dad's closet / workout room. My little brother lived there for a while. It's a crazy room.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any clothes in the master closet, as they call it.
You don't?
Nothing.
None?
Nothing.
Main bedroom.
Zero.
That's the way to go. Sure, let her have it.
No, she sleeps in the morning. I creep out of the room, but I've got everything timed out.
Do you whisper as you?
Oh, I don't say anything.
You kiss
You don't? You don't kiss her goodbye?
No.
No. When you leave the bedroom, Dad ought to hold you.
You never say money's on the dresser
You don't
chocolate.
kiss her goodbye in the morning?
I don't wake her up.
Just a little peck.
No morning delight?
Some people wake up like a rabid dog. That they don't want to hear anybody.
Oh.
She went to bed. She probably went to bed 5 hours
You know
after
what?
I did last night.
She's not listening. She's going to hear that. Did you hear?
Called you a rabbit.
He called you a rabid dog.
She does not like. She does not like. No, she
She's not a
doesn't-
morning person.
Yes, I'm not going to wake her up.
Good.
get it.
That's nice.
I tiptoe around, but then my house is a ranch, so the Willie's old room is in the far end, so no, I can make as much noise as I want down
What
there.
is the Dave Dyer joke? He says, my wife and I went to counseling, and they said, what upsets your wife? And he goes, evidently oxygen. Because you should see her struggle when I try to hold her head underwater. Anyway.
But yeah, everything's laid out.
Do you put mouthwash?
I lay out too.
You put mouthwash in the water pick or just regular water?
Regular water, the mouthwash, the water. I've got everything lined up, right to left.
According to height and usage.
Last thing is the mouthwash.
Man, oh man!
But it's all good.
You are far sicker than I've ever.
No, it's just a
ever
system.
thought.
I got to get here early. I want to make sure I hear the BBC news at a certain
How long
hour.
does it take you to get ready?
7 days.
About 35 minutes.
35 minutes.
That's not bad.
I can do it in 15.
lot.
That's
Oh, yeah.
35 minutes. That's a home game where he has his whole system ready.
But that includes a shower?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
You've got a shower. You've got your shake. You've got to load the dishwasher.
There you go.
Do you drink
Throw
the shake
laundry
on the
in.
way in?
No,
I'm surprised it's only 35 minutes.
I don't like it.
too.
I
Dad,
don't
if
like-
you're at a hotel, how long does it take you though?
Oh, to do this?
The same system, but yeah, away game. We're in Cincinnati. What happened?
Oh well, then I lay everything out, but I'm not going to make a shake and all that stuff. So it's, yeah, that's a whole different ball game. But I get to blast the TV. That's great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
And I get it. Now we'll go to my kitchen, turn the TV on, and it says hello to me in Italian.
I thought you left your TV on all the time.
That one, no, it's that particular system. It only you have to restart it every morning. It's great. It's 10 minutes of nothing.
God. What's going on over there?
I don't know. I really
Every morning,
like to-
bienvenido, and there goes the TV resetting.
We can help you out and just burn your house down.
Well, we were going to dip our toes into the world of sporting news. Is
But
that-
first, did you know, this is from Christine in Shaver Lake, California. Did you know you can turn off the volume of those television ads at the gas pumps at your various...
I did not. How do you do it?
It's the second button down on the right of the screen. It will mute it as you pump.
Gotcha. It doesn't bother me enough to do that. But,
Yeah, I like
I
it.
don't go anywhere where they have those.
And
Really?
the only problem I have with it is she says, "You're welcome," and "yours" spelled Y-O-U-R. That's not correct. That's not the right.
It's in
That's very
texting
common
code.
now, yeah.
No.
I'm with you.
There's a place I go where they have that, and they have their PA blasting.
No.
So you're
Why would
getting-
you go there?
I like the PA because I think
it's-
that's going to be my.
Because I go to
last-
the same gas station. You know that. I go to the same gas stations all the time. I've got like 3 that I can stay in.
That's going to
Did
be
you-
my last job in broadcasting. So I'm going to be recording those at the home studio. All right, welcome to Come and Go.
There are,
You know what?
worse gigs.
Yeah.
I know a guy that could give you that job right now.
I'm ready to roll. God knows I got the time.
Did you ever do this? You put the thingy, the whatever it is, the nozzle in the pump. You click that thing so it goes by itself. Then you dare to walk into the store.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
I used to do it all the time. Then I got yelled at.
I got yelled at too.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was illegal.
And then as I was being yelled at, I went, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Makes sense. If
Yeah.
something goes wrong, you
Yes.
just start spewing gasoline
Right.
all over the ground.
I never
Who yelled at you?
The guy, the working in the store.
And that's what I was told too. That's against the
Yes,
law.
That's what
But
the guy
now-
told me.
It's safe to say.
And you mentioned this
It
the
is.
other day. This drives me crazy when you pull up to one that's relatively crowded, and the fat ass in front of you gets out of their car after they're done, and
They're fat, Willie.
then they walk into the store.
You know, fat people are the worst people on earth, Chick.
Yep.
You move your car.
Move your car.
You were waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you have to. You should move. Yeah.
And then they
That's my time at the
go in to
pump.
buy their lottery tickets.
It's part of my transaction.
No,
Really?
you move your car.
Oh, you move your car.
You know, you said they were fat, and then they're buying lottery tickets. It seems like you have some sort of judgment on these people.
Of course
Yeah.
he does.
Hey,
He would have said hostess, but you guys gave him a hard time for saying fat people.
When was the last time you were inside a convenience store?
Oh, I bet you go in quite a bit.
Not
He
too
likes
long
to
ago.
see the world.
Yeah, I got some ice.
Got some ice.
That's a trip.
You know, you
Okay.
buy a bag of ice. And
That's an error.
I did that Sunday.
Wait a minute, hold on. What are you talking? You get ice at a convenience store?
Ace, what'd you do that for?
You don't get it at the grocery?
What did you have going on?
Nothing big. My ice maker's really slow, so.
Oh, you want to do?
In my case, it was because I'd forgotten to get the anyone who has kids that play young children that play softball or anything for that matter.
Right.
You have to bring the snacks.
Yeah.
And I was on my way, and I got the phone call. Do you have the snacks? I left the snacks at my house.
Oh,
Of course you do.
Convenience store. So I bought a I bought a cooler, a bag of ice, and a bunch of popsicles.
Oh,
And it was
all
a
right.
convenience store, so it was $300. And then,
Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Bob and Tom Show. This is Christopher speaking. On the show today, George Wallace plus Al Jackson, Frank Caliendo, Josh's 6-year anniversary, the hot dog straw, and lots more coming up on the show. But next, little sexy time with Allie Breen here on the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? This week only, all Pro Elite wash items and accessories are buy one, get one half off. That's car wash, tire cleaner, leather cleaner. All buy one, get one half off. Sponges and towels, we've got duo weave, waffle weave, whatever weave you want. Accessories too. Pro Elite floor mats, car covers, and more. Any Pro Elite item, buy one, get one half off. This week only at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Friday morning. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. The gang is back in here live on Monday morning. Right now, little sexy time on a Friday with East Coast correspondent Allie Breen.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and I think it's time for our special presentation. Tom.
there she is.
Hi, guys.
Are you back in your apartment?
Back in my apartment, yes.
Okay,
All
it's
right.
the lovely Allie Breen, and Allie is is the hostess of the show we call Sexy Time with Allie Breen. And
Oh, yeah.
Allie's got a big black microphone in front of her face.
Oh, God, be nice.
Certainly does, yes.
This should be very helpful. And
Yep.
is your summer over? Are you taking any more trips? Are you going to be in your house for a while?
No, I'll probably be back on the Cape a little bit. I might go to Long Island, and I'll probably go down to Florida again. So
Cool.
I'll be bouncing around.
Nice. I was just
What was that?
I was just in Florida for the Humidity Festival.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I brought it back.
It's the
with me.
perfect time to go.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's that way everywhere though. So have some fun. Now the way the show
Sure.
works, people write Allie letters. They find her at ALLIBREEN, Allie Breen on social media platforms everywhere. What have we got so far?
Dear Allie, I got married last year to the coolest, most fun woman I've ever met.
Oh.
Since getting married, she has gotten way less cool, often gets annoyed with me and does not want to do fun stuff and acts like she's doing me a favor when we have sex. Is this just a newlywed phase or do you think I got tricked?
Oh, boy.
Tricked?
I mean,
You guys
I don't know that you got tricked.
You guys are laughing. I know of two gentlemen that were tricked. Very similar
Wow.
to this. Yes.
Oh, wow.
They got tricked into getting married, and the minute they got married, it was almost like a light switch went off.
So that was 2 out of your 3 husbands?
Nice.
She has a broken foot. Go easy on her.
No, but I mean, this does happen. Women will do this.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
not because
women
they're
really
tricking
wanna
them. They
get married.
just change, right?
What do you mean? Why would you be so different?
She got what she wanted. So
Yeah,
now
Hey,
she's
look,
got
we don't know.
security.
Maybe try living with this guy for a year. See if you don't
It's true.
get annoyed.
After a while, you can start to get real annoyed, and it's like, yeah, I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna let you know how I feel.
I think if you're already using the term "I got tricked," then you think that's what happened, and if that's your narrative, I don't know how you can get out of this unscathed.
The boy's right. I think he might be right on this one.
Well, no,
I mean, in 1 year?
talk to her. Just go, hey,
know.
what changed here? How come you?
Hey, Josh, every letter we get, you talk about communication
Yeah.
and rationality.
Right?
What the hell's wrong with you?
Neither of those have any business in a relationship. Yes.
Just go, hey, honey, man, this year I thought
Trickery, deceit, you know, the classics.
you act like sex. You're doing me a favor. It used to be fun, and now you don't really want to do the same thing. What's going on?
Ooh, that's not a conversation that'll go well. You used to be fun. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't
Well, if
say
she
that.
reacts, she doesn't have to be a bitch about it. She can just say, yeah, something's wrong.
And it's you.
If she could say that.
I don't like being married.
Cut it loose.
That could be it.
Oof.
Cut it loose.
Yeah, 1 year is not a lot of time. If that happened
No.
after 5 years, maybe, but 1 year is
Right. Unless he's still just trying to do all the same stuff and hang out with his buddies and go party. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to. And
well,
I don't
no, I
shouldn't
don't
have
think
to
that's
then.
the case. He said she was fun, like that she wanted to do things.
We'll never figure this out.
Yeah.
What else?
Okay, next.
That's why you don't get married.
Dear Allie, I started watching more porn during the pandemic, and now I want to try kinkier things.
Yes.
I'm happily married with 2 kids, and my husband is very vanilla. How bad would it be to find something online that is strictly sex and still stay happy with my family? I know theoretically it's wrong, but in 2022, it doesn't seem crazy wrong, right?
Is it
Ask
strictly
your
online?
husband how he feels.
Wait a minute, I'm confused here. So, is she trying to find a new partner or just trying to watch videos?
No, I think she's trying to find a new partner, like Tinder it up or something. Find
Sounds
a way
like
to.
she wants to experiment.
Yeah.
Has she even tried to do anything with her husband yet?
Yeah, I
he's
know,
vanilla,
yeah.
but just go ahead and just,
That's a
check
good
the
point.
oil and see what happens. I don't know.
Or do something. Ask him. Just go, hey, I'd really like to try these other things. And just
Yeah, this sounds like the beginning of one of those Hallmark movies.
Oh, God.
You know,
what?
Yeah.
I was watching too much porn?
Yeah, well, admittedly,
Hallmark
You're watching
movies.
a
I wanted to
different
get
Hallmark
kinky.
channel than I am.
something like mounting the North Pole.
No, and she looks for something somewhere else, and it ends up it's her husband again.
The pina colada song.
Oh, very sweet.
That could be.
never
That is
worked.
weird, probably, though, to broach something. If you've been married for 20 years and have 2 kids, if all of a sudden you're like, hey, want to grab some toys and try some, I mean, maybe he'll like it, but that does seem like it's hard to bring up.
It seems like you would want to bring it up first. Like, wow.
What's the worst thing that can happen? He say no, and then
Does
you're
he
back
know-
to where you are.
Does he know
Yeah.
she's watching the porn?
Who knows?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Maybe continue with the Christmas theme and give him some kind of special gift.
Who brought up Christmas?
I think he brought up Christmas.
Tom's Hallmark porn movie.
Yeah, I'm
Hump in the
interested.
Hole or something.
When we hear Allie talk, what are you listening to? Do you have a different?
Nothing should have gotten Christmas in
You
you.
have a different
What's
feed
the-
in
Her
your
name's not
headphones?
Mary or Holly.
What's the new ornament on the tree? Well, that's the ornament. That's a very special plug.
What in the hell?
And every sex toy to you is a plug. I got news.
Well, many are in one way or another.
Yeah, Josh, what's your solution to this one? Communication again?
Yeah, check with your husband. Go, hey, honey, I want to try these new things. If he says no, I am in the minority. I'm certain. I think you can have an outside relationship and still maintain a very happy marriage.
Would you tell him?
Look, I wouldn't do it, but I think it's possible.
But can you? But would you?
No.
No. you have to hide it?
I don't think that's possible.
Go with my idea. Tell him you want to make this movie.
You and the
Yeah.
Hallmark movie
What does
again.
he deal with a movie?
Once again, do you have a different feed in your head? I need it's like Portuguese or something.
Shooter and the Squeegee, and you
Shooter and the Squeegee.
I love
He
that.
doesn't.
Sounds like a morning show.
So
Hey, you're listening to Shooter and the
He
Squeegee.
gets it on the window. Is that what you mean?
That's the morning show he's listening to. He's got Shooter and the Squeegee in his ears right now.
What do you think, Shooter? Huh, Squeegee? Oh. Honk, 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 honk.
They do this segment called Wipe It Clean Tuesdays. I love
Oh, Josh, maybe now I'm surprised you didn't suggest maybe that she should present him with these pornographic movies she's watching.
Yeah, something to get him. Yeah.
And by the way, I've been watching this one, and perhaps you and I should try this.
I would love to try this.
That's true.
I have some bandages in the bathroom just in case it goes wrong.
Josh kind of has a point though too. If you can delegate the emotional part of a relationship, like go to a therapist,
No.
you should maybe be able to delegate just the sex part and go
Yes.
to another person.
No.
I know. It
Cheating
would never
can
work
save
out.
a marriage. I'm convinced of it.
Cheating can save a marriage.
Yes.
Is that what
Josh
the-
said.
is that what
Josh Arnold
This is
says,
from
who's
Josh,
never been married.
Never been married, single guy.
This is very easy for me to say.
Is that what the married woman who you're sleeping with told you?
You know what Chris Rock said? If you cheat, you're going to get caught.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
That's
probably going to
true.
be caught, but
Always.
And you think that's going to save a marriage?
I think it can.
I think
Yeah.
separate bedrooms will save a marriage, but
I think divorce would help.
Well, that's not saving a
That's
marriage,
not
is it?
saving it.
Well, it's got to be a happy ending since it's a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, try getting a happy ending.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I got a title for it.
You got a title for this non-existent Christmas movie
Coming
you
up,
keep talking about.
Coming up the chimney. How about- coming in the chimney? Any of these working?
No, coming down the
That
chimney
one's better.
would be okay.
That still works.
Yes.
Okay,
Anything
sorry.
coming in the chimney would be fine.
Okay, I'm sorry, Allie. Let's go to our next letter, please.
Dear Allie, I've gotten ghosted by the last two people that I've talked to. Why the hell is that so normal? I don't get it. I was talking to a girl for months, then she totally disappeared when we started making plans in real life. So what is the point of getting to know someone if you just bounce before it can actually be something? Does anyone understand this?
That's because they're already hooked up with someone else.
Yeah, who knows? You can't
Yeah.
take it personally. You never know what they're doing.
You're finding it's the wrong people. Somebody
Yeah.
right is out there for you. Just
Right.
keep trying. You got this.
According to Josh, it's okay to start doing this and shopping yourself around.
I wouldn't do it. I know people who have successfully done it.
I think that you're missing
Really?
my point. I'm not making myself clear. I think there are people out there who do nothing but go on these expeditions to just talk
Exactly.
to someone and do all this, and then they're in a situation where they can't really.
Right.
maybe just don't open up so fast. Be a little bit more mysterious, and then they'll want you. You know?
I don't think that's fair. I don't think you're doing anything wrong.
He isn't.
We don't know that he is. So
He's wrong.
You'll be fine.
I will say,
Willie's
though,
right.
to a certain extent in the beginning, I think if you're a guy, sometimes it is good to leave them wanting a little more. Not good morning text after a first date. You kind of just let them do their thing, come to you. You don't want to weird them out too fast.
Yeah, too clingy is like
Play the
bye.
game.
Yeah, the rest of the inches are coming tomorrow.
That's right.
Stuff like that.
What?
The rest of the
rest of the inches are coming tomorrow.
At least it wasn't a Christmas theme joke, you know. At least from
Yeah.
on one
I don't
way.
even get that.
Just the tip.
Right,
for
right.
Christmas.
That's right. Just the tip for special delivery for Christmas. Stuff
If
like
there's
that.
not
more.
a movie called Just the Tip for Christmas,
Coming in the chimney.
She's a waitress.
Okay.
He's a perfect.
And he delivers napkins. And
No, but I think I don't know what you'd call them, but I think there are people who get on these various sites only to...
Because they're
in a sense, they're catfishers.
Yeah. I think that's what could be happening here. Okay, I'm sorry. Do we have a letter? Allie Breen is our guest. Allibreen. I spell it out because that's how you find her on social media platforms to send us your love troubles or success stories, whatever you've got. We'd love to hear from you. What's next?
That would be great to hear some of those. Dear Allie, me and my boyfriend have gotten super close, but maybe too close. We joke around all the time and make fart and poop jokes, and it's gotten to the point where all the romance is gone. I love him, but how can I get this back on a romantic track, or can I even?
Well, this isn't one for the guys. What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe light some candles, make a nice dinner, and then both of you can crap it out and joke about it.
Do it, photo it.
That's right. Then you can squeeze it out.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
Light some flatulence.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a...
So this is one of the things I don't
My
agree
4th
with.
of July presentation.
You can be close without having to be that close.
Yeah, I agree
There
with
are
Kristen.
certain things that need to just be private and not, I mean, come on.
Nope.
Yeah.
I will not be in a relationship if I can't fart in front of her.
Yep.
What?
I'm living my life.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Are you an open
and
door?
I want her to.
Are you an open door dumper?
I can be. When I'm alone, I am, absolutely. Yeah.
Wait,
You're
but do you
alone.
still-
I mean,
If you're shutting the
is
door,
this
you're psychotic.
you're by yourself in your house. You're shutting and locking the door. What, you don't want the ghosts to see you go?
Yes.
No. No. Mm-mm.
If you fart in
Wait,
front
are you
of
talking
her-
about just letting one slip out? Or are you talking about just letting him rip every time you
Oh, I'll
have
go
it?
so far as to even push. Yeah, sure.
I mean, you go do an intro. Hey, by the way, I'd like you to just quiet down for a second. I've got a little present.
No, usually
for you.
I'll say something funny like,
Go ahead.
You know what's a
Ladies
funny
and
one?
gentlemen.
If a girl's not comfortable farting in front of you, it's very funny before you fart or after to be like, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're comfortable farting in front of me," and she'll go, "No, that's you farting." You go, "No, it's okay."
How would
I know you're embarrassed?
How would George introduce this moment? If
George Shea?
Yeah.
There will be a day that is the end.
Uh-huh.
The collapse of time and all that stood within it.
There you go.
See, that makes it special.
But not today.
Okay, next. Let's get to our next letter, Allie.
I have 2 weddings to go to this summer, and one of them my ex is going to be at. I'm single, but I want to show up with a hot guy. Any ideas on how to make this happen?
Go to Tinder?
not interested in your little game.
Gay website? I don't know.
I reject your
For all the hot
hypothesis.
guys.
I'm out.
So wait a minute, I'm a little confused. So she's going. What's
She's
happening?
going to a wedding. Her ex is going to be there. He'll
Right.
have a date. She does not have a date. She wants to show up with somebody hot, so he'll be
She's a child. who's
jealous.
Not over her ex.
Yep. Yeah.
She's a child.
So you're saying go get someone like super gay?
No, hot.
Super hot. Where'd you
But
get
now we
gay?
know where you're at.
That's what he said. Well, I started it. That's how you
This
want a
is
hot guy or not.
This is the movie Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Right.
It's a silly movie. Give it if you can find a girl that wants to go with you in the next week or two, or a guy that wants to go with you, that's fine. But I don't think you need to put pressure on this. No one's going to worry if you have a date or not. Go have fun. But
But she doesn't. She just wants him to be jealous. She's trying to
But
play
see,
a game
so
here.
that's right. But in the Hallmark movie, the guy that she gets turns out to be her true love,
Of course. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
and then they end up.
This is a movie that's been made 100 times. Yeah.
Okay, so
But it is true in real life. Where do you you could just go up if you just
Can't
went
you
up
just
to
go
a
on
guy, a hot
Bumble or
guy.
Tinder and
Yeah,
just
I guess that's the way to
start
do it.
swiping through and say, if you see a hot guy, go, hey, look, I'm looking for somebody to go to a wedding with me. Are you interested?
You're going to get lucky, but we go to this wedding first.
Well, you don't know if you're going to get lucky or not.
If
But
he's good looking, why not?
if you have a friend that you made out with one time 4 years ago and he still lives in town and wants to hang out and go with you, that could be fun. Or just a
Yeah.
really close friend that's kind of a handsome guy. But
Or don't do this. Just grow up. You don't need to make this guy jealous.
He's already getting married. It's over.
Right. Well, because in Tom's case with this Hallmark movie, if she doesn't show up with a hot guy, maybe she gets back with her ex.
there you go.
They hate each other.
He's
and
not
then they
getting
fall in
married.
love.
He's just a guest.
Oh,
so yeah, her ex.
Her ex is just a guest
one
at
of
the
guests
wedding.
there.
He's not getting married.
Oh, it's going to be funny.
That
He
would be
gets
a-
COVID.
This is how you
doesn't show
live your
up.
life? Worried about what your ex is thinking about?
No.
I don't care for you.
Well, I guess you're not going to get the invitation to go to the wedding, will you?
Well, she's not a hot guy.
So in the movie, she accidentally spills hot cider down her ex's dress.
I love going to a wedding and having some nice hot cider.
They better have hot cider.
The traditions of marital ceremony.
Bobbing for apples and hot
Yes.
cider.
My God.
I hope it's an open cider bar.
And then the charade starts.
What are you going on? Very Walton's wedding?
I can see the bride walking in the Ford maze now.
In your gunny sack dress?
Once again,
What are
in the
you
Hallmark
doing?
movie, Dad owns a cider mill, so they spike the cider.
Oh, Tommy.
The cutting of
Okay,
the
maybe
cake.
spill guacamole and salsa on her dress. And go, oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't think you should need to make anyone jealous, but I know that going to a wedding alone can kind of stink.
I think it's the greatest.
Oh, if you have a lot of buddies there, but what if you're truly alone? And
The
it's like-
best.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd hate to be by myself. Bring like your another best friend girl, and then you guys can get drunk and just have fun.
That could be fun too.
And there might be other single guys there, so go do your thing.
Take a mitt. That way when they heave.
When are people going to
when
realize
they heave the bouquet? You can.
that
Hey,
other than the bride and the groom and the families, nobody wants to go to weddings. Nobody.
Nope.
Why are we invited?
Open bar, cake.
No.
Dancing.
You play games with yourself? Like, is that niece legal or not?
Well,
I'm a gambling man.
hey, come here, Toots. You want to dance on my feet? Let's go.
Josh, buddy, I'm just glad you didn't say flower girl, okay?
Let me introduce you to future Mrs. Arnold. How are you?
You like cider?
She likes Barney, and
Now, when you say you're a sophomore,
that's college.
Let's clarify.
You guys are awful.
More of the Bob and Tom Show is coming up in just a few minutes. Some camp worries, plus Austria versus Australia. And Kenny Tarmac checks in. This is the Bob and Tom Show. It's Friday, and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. This is Christopher speaking from the Bob and Tom Studios. Up next, some camp worries, plus Kenny Tarmac checks in, and Austria versus Australia. What's the difference? Let's find out.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Will someone assuage his fears about his kid at camp, please?
Please.
He's driving all the behind-the-scenes types up a wall.
Well, why do you think I'm staying in here?
That was my, but they can't. Hi, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
How you doing?
It's the third day. I think he's fine, Pat.
I'm just asking what they do tonight.
Why?
Willie knows.
He's at camp. They probably have a nice campfire. They sing some songs.
Fire.
Yeah, he likes fire, right?
No.
There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick. There's Tom.
Oh, thank you very much.
Pat, this might be the only time I'm helpful. I've got an inside guy, so if you want, I can text my guy at camp and he can get some reports on Jim.
That'd be good, yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to my guy.
Why are you doing this?
It's because
he needs to learn that he. Never.
His son's going to be fun. He's having fun.
You need to learn to let go, Pat.
Okay. Maybe you could teach me.
Okay. Now,
I'm not teaching you
I believe we were
teach me a few things.
We were learning
Well, that
about
goes without saying,
things in the world of news with Christy Lee. What have you got over there?
Social media users are mocking the band Kiss.
Why?
Well, there was a flag mix-up, Josh. It happened in Vienna.
A flag mix-up?
According to New Musical Express, the band concluded a show at the Wiener Stadthalle Hall with the phrase "Kiss loves you, Vienna," and displayed on a giant screen as fans were leaving the arena. Photos shared online, though, show that the Kiss logo was featured over the Australian flag rather than the flag of Austria.
Hilarious.
Whoopsie.
By the way, don't throw away that flag, fellas. Kiss will be visiting Australia in August before wrapping up their 2022 tour with North American festivals in September.
if they don't put an Austrian flag in the
in
back
Australia.
saying "Kiss loves Australia," this is worth nothing.
Now, I took the liberty of since I wanted to demonstrate sonically the difference here. So, obviously, flags don't make a sound.
No.
So I have I asked Dean to prepare the Australian national anthem and the Austrian national anthem.
Okay.
Okay. See if you know which one this is.
Australians all
I'm going to go Austrian.
I got a guess.
Wait, let's hear the other one
We
first.
are young and free.
It's the Australian national anthem.
No joke. It says it right in the first words.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like they're going to break into Afternoon Delight.
Yeah, it does.
Australians all
I don't know why we're hearing it again.
rejoice, for we are
I want to make my point about Afternoon Delight. Which one of those babes did you want to nail, Chick?
Taffy.
Taffy?
Taffy Danoff.
Starland vocal
Taffy
band.
Danoff.
Starland vocal band.
Who,
yeah.
who sings that kind of a cappella Australian thing? Is that Boys to Men at Work?
There you go. Now here's the Austrian national anthem. Sounds like ABBA to me. Kind of church-like.
Very.
Yeah. Very.
I thought Waltzing Matilda was in there somewhere. Isn't that?
This is Austria.
No, for Australia.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it is Waltzing
Sounds
Matilda.
like castrato and
ostentatious.
Oh yeah, once again
No,
here.
Waltzing Matilda for Australia is like their unofficial. Isn't
But
it?
this is the national anthem.
Okay.
This is so
And
annoying.
Once
this-
again,
and-
Tom, the idea is for people
And this is
to want to listen to the show.
I'd like to prove my point.
I don't.
The,
just
the
let it go.
Australians
Christy, what's
stole.
going on? Oh,
they
God.
stole their national anthem from Taffy.
Nothing like it.
Doesn't sound anything like Starland Vocal Band.
Which one don't you want to hear more?
See, now I demonstrated sonically
Yeah, amazing.
the
You're
difference
right.
between the
Yes.
Australian flag and the Austrian flag. By the way, this is not Kiss's first mistake. Once again, the band Kiss put the Australian flag up
Have you seen it?
at their show in
It's like behind the Kiss logo. They put the flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, here's a fun fact. Kiss famously at their 2019 show in Cincinnati, their tour shirts had spelled the word Cincinnati wrong.
Well, that's easy to do.
They had two T's at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's better than one S in the front.
I suppose.
Honestly, I always just spell it Cincinnati because it's just a little more fun, anyways, and then it doesn't matter because you can't mess up.
Okay, well, in any event, be watching for Kiss. Now, is Kiss doing any regular concerts when they get back to North America, or strictly festivals? Oh, they are doing some regular gigs?
Yeah.
I'm going to see him for the first time.
Just been in Europe for like 2 months. So.
You're going to see him for the first time?
Yeah, I've never seen him.
Wow.
They're
Oh.
fun. Where are
Are
you going to see him?
Big ass festival in Louisville.
Oh.
Really? Yeah.
The Big Ass Festival?
It's the Louder Than Life Festival. But yeah.
I thought I know they make those big ass fans down there.
They sure do. You're right.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
That's the name of the company.
Yes.
Big
yeah.
ass fans.
Yeah. Those things are amazing.
Yeah.
How big are they?
Big ass.
Big
I mean,
ass.
they really are. When you look at it, that's a big ass fan.
Yeah.
Huh, ceiling or what kind of fan are we talking about?
Like
industrial. Yeah.
Like it's so big it could be on a fan boat kind of thing?
Exactly.
Just
Could
about,
be.
yeah.
Wow, that's a big ass
They're
fan.
great. I was at a restaurant in the Caribbean and they had a big ass fan.
When it blowing
Hey, that's
the
from the
food
US
off
of
the
A.
table? Why is that a helpful thing?
This was hotter than hell there, and then the big ass fan was nice.
You know what?
Nice
This is
breeze.
going to sound dumb. I looked these up. This is a really big ass fan, man. This
Yes.
thing is huge.
Yeah, it's a perfect name. It's a good company.
This thing is way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, their line of women's panties didn't go well.
Big ass panties?
Yeah,
That'd be a cute name.
I think a lot of women thought it was insulting.
I like big ass panties. Sure. No, I think that would be a good.
Nothing
Own
wrong
it.
with a big ass.
It's my favorite Queen song, Big Ass Ladies.
Actually, women of all sizes, but plus size women are really owning it these
You
days.
get Ashley,
I love
what's
it.
her face to?
Sure.
Lizzo.
Sure.
Yeah, she has
yeah.
her own
Yeah,
line
wear
of
them.
intimates. She
Lizzo does have her own line?
Yeah.
And she has those adult diapers, Wizzo.
Oh God.
See, I knew you weren't.
Slim
Being,
hat.
I knew you weren't being positive.
Speaking of celebrities, recent research has found celebrity worship is a predicator of impulse buying behavior.
Oh, a predicator. Huh?
No.
It's a predictor. It was a predictor. The results
That's
show
Hall
that.
of Fame winner, Christy
That's
Lee.
right. Borderline
That's
celebrity worship.
predict for your.
What do you do before lovemaking?
Predict.
Don't no. What you said this one time? Don't get in a predicament.
The results show
the
borderline.
predicament is a
predicament
is a soothing soothing lozenges. So when you go down, you don't throw up.
There we go.
Relaxes the throat muscles.
How's that not a commercial? Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tormac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm at ATO, just got in from ORD through MCO. I'm guessing by now you heard about that Zone 4 mongrel that airdropped a glamour shot of his entire portfolio to the 40.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was on the plane, and all of a sudden everybody had the picture of the guy's genitalia.
I know. Listen, it's not that hard to line up some mile high action without sending out headshots of your man cannon. Am I right?
Yeah.
2 words from this million miler. Soccer moms. I mean, soccer moms heading to Cabo for a girls' weekend are a great source of vitamins B and J. I know. Hey, tight. Yo, Captain Lightfoot, are we going to taxi this plane to the gate, or should I inflate the slide and hoof it in? My God. Some of us may have a tight connection. Bob and Tom, I swear on my assistant Deborah's life, if I get delayed one more time this week, I might stuck and hurts and going back to selling prepaid attorney fees. They blame it on COVID or the Russians invading Cambodia or both. But I mean, it's all an excuse to give subpar service now. Oh, you're short-staffed because of COVID? Well, then hire more people.
Coming up next hour here on the Bob and Tom Show, Josh's 6-year anniversary plus Frank Caliendo. But next, Spam shot glasses as Jess Hooker joins us in studio. It's all next here on the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate Pina Colada and Thai iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Hope you're having a good Friday morning. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. Welcome back to the best of the Bob and Tom Show. We've got some Spam shot glasses plus Jess Hooker's in studio. Let's check it out.
Now we've
got an email over here about a guy because we're going to do the straw hot dogs with straw, right? You suck beer up through it, right? That's become viral. Well, this guy has taken it up, kicked it up a notch. He's got a hunk of Spam, and he hollowed the middle out of it and put a shot of rum in the middle. So as you can see, this guy has kicked it up a notch.
Oh, like a Spam.
So he's turned it into a vessel, it's almost like a glass.
So,
I've seen people do this with lemons, put shots in lemons, hollow out a lemon.
Oh, like a limoncello.
Yeah,
That's reasonable.
Yeah, Spam, no.
What's wrong with the Spam?
You can eat it after you're done.
I think I'd go with beer. Spam and beer.
Ooh, there you go.
Let me tell you something. I've been alive a long time. Very few people reach this age. And one of the best afternoons of my life was watching cartoons, eating Spam sandwiches with Josh Arnold.
That was fun.
It was unbelievable.
We had different kinds of Spam, different kinds of cheese to go with the Spam.
We took the tour of Spam around the world.
That sounds so fun.
It was amazing.
Now,
Bugs Bunny and
did you
Daffy.
cook it or do you eat it?
Well, we microwaved it. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We cooked it. I may have had a cold. I like cold Spam too.
Oh, no kidding. I've never had
So,
cold.
but this guy's hollowing out the Spam, turning it into, in effect, a glass.
And it does look like a square shot glass.
Sure does.
But then, do you eat it after you've?
You can if you want.
I would.
Yeah.
Don't your hands get all greasy?
Yes.
If you're taking shots out of Spam, I don't think you're worried about if your hands are getting greasy.
That's a good
Tom,
point.
think of it as like a taco salad in a bowl you can eat, or soup.
Yeah.
Oh,
you don't pick up a taco salad with your hands.
Yeah, but you pick up fried chicken, you pick up pizza. Those things get greasy.
I would say the best things in life, your hands get a little greasy. How
That's
about
right.
that?
Yeah.
You know, every now and then you get a little on your face, up on your cheeks. You know, the best.
Yeah, I know.
Best part.
I know you're going down. You're going down Vulgar Road. You're a third base coach.
He's going down.
Waving her in.
He's just
Is that
talking
like a
about
thing,
those
like, by the way, for
donuts.
Major League Baseball, like, after the game, all the guys and the coaches are at the barn. You know, he coaches third base.
Oh,
he knows his way around it. Yeah, every night's Taco Tuesday with that guy.
I've got a letter relating to not to this, but to that. Dear Bob and Tom, I have smoked pot out of a hot dog. It works, but I don't recommend it.
Oh, my Lord.
As the saying goes, give a stoner weed with nothing to smoke out of, they become engineers. Hollowed out things I've smoked out of: hot dogs, bananas, corn cobs, but his two favorite, the apple and the pineapple.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
A corn
The
cob.
apple, that's
How do you drill? I mean, you have to have
that seems like a lot of work.
That is.
really good tools. I'm seeing some stoner slicing his hand open on a corn cob.
gotta want it, Tom.
I suppose with a corn cob, you could smoke it. You could wipe your ass with it. So it's multi-purpose.
Well, they used to make corn cob pipes.
That's true.
Yeah, but don't they have to dry them out? And isn't it
Yeah.
kind of a process?
Who's to say this gentleman didn't take the time?
No, it sounds he's saying that he just took a corn cob and drilled through it. And
I just think the only thing you're doing is showing people you don't know how to party. That's exactly what you're doing.
I know a good time when
Oh,
I
you
see
might
it.
cut yourself. Oh, you're going to get stuff on your face. Oh, watch it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's an ER doctor listening that, we had to put a guy's index finger back on when he was, he took a lathe and was trying to make a hot dog furniture leg or something.
This coming from the man who yesterday had to open a single serving of cream, and in order to open it, instead of using his fingernail, got a razor blade. Mm-hmm. You're a very dangerous man.
My great shop teacher, Dr. Joseph Waddell, would say, always use the right tool for the right job.
Do you realize?
Well, here's the good news. I've gone through and opened all the creamers, so now they're open. We don't have to worry about it anymore.
I did that with my grandma's Gatorade on Monday. She had trouble opening those. So.
Jess, I hope when people ask you what you do for a living, you say you work at a daycare.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah. You know, it's not, she's been through a lot. It's not her number one concern in her life, but it's in the top 5.
Cream's been an issue for a while there.
And her work with accents. Well, listen to this.
Hi, Tammy. How are things in the produce department
I want to
today?
hear the second one where that's too bad. I forgot how good that is.
Okay,
That was kind of
once again, this is Jess Hooker's debut. Jess Hooker's debut in the Bob and Tom Show 20 years ago, doing a voice. We really can't pin down the accent. This is for Cheetos, the laxative chip.
Hi, Tammy. How are things in the produce department today?
To be honest, Maria, I'm not feeling well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you sick?
I got to say, Tammy's really good.
Yeah, Tammy's great.
Very natural. Doesn't sound like she's reading it.
No. No.
Are you sick?
I was new to the game.
No, it's very good. It's very funny.
I'm trying to think of what my
I'm constipated.
Oh, sorry, that's Tammy.
What my second one was Chick McGee for Congress, which I know we can't play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I ran on a platform of masturbation. You remember this.
Public
masturbation.
I do not remember
That's
that.
a classic.
Hi, this is just like breathing was my platform.
That's
if I'm
a
going
good
to
one.
breathe, I'm going to have an orgasm. There.
Why can't you play that? I mean, that's we have politicians that are.
There's a Rosa Parks reference. I think it's a little disrespectful. I don't know.
No, it's letting people find out about real things in life. I'm not suggesting that Ms. Parks had anything to do with
Yeah, what did she?
self-pleasuring, but I think it's just
I remember the line exactly, but
really it's that bad, huh? Okay, sorry. We'll find out more about that another time. Now. We are going to start the process of hollowing out the wieners in a few minutes. I did see the rack of wieners in the green room.
Yeah, steamed them.
How about that, huh?
That is a sight to see.
Kind of a haunting.
A crock pot full of wieners, yeah.
Usually when you see hot dogs lined up like that, you're buying a lottery ticket and thanking God you don't have to. You're not that hungry. Do you ever eat the hot dogs at the
roller dogs?
Gosh, yes, they're the greatest.
You know what I have at convenience stores?
The chicken salad.
Chicken salad, tuna salad, egg salad.
No, their hot dogs are the best.
No, they're out in the air like that? No, the chicken salad is all sealed in plastic for my health. It's amazing.
You ever get those buffalo chicken tornadoes? Those have like a natural wrapping that sort of encases all the flavor and keeps out all the germs.
I don't know about that.
I haven't had that.
It's like a tortilla.
Those things are killer.
It keeps out all the germs?
Yeah, it's like a banana peel. Yeah, it keeps out all the bad stuff.
Oh, you take it off before you eat it?
Nope, it just stays on there. But the
So
roller,
that means the germs are still on. What? I failed as a father. Okay. Do we have any sports over there of interest?
Here we go. The PGA Tour, ladies and gentlemen, Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy are bringing their own version of team golf to the PGA. Woods and McIlroy are part of a new media group called, and this was my first problem with this entire story, it's called Tomorrow, but they're spelling it TMRW.
Yeah, I hate it already.
There's a note in the news release that says you're supposed to pronounce it tomorrow.
I refuse to.
Former Golf Channel president Mike McCarley is the CEO.
I'm not going to call it anything or watch.
Hang on. Oh, you ain't heard nothing yet. The first project is called TGL. They don't give a pronouncer for that.
Tuggle?
No, they don't say that. It's a tech-infused golf league that will feature 6 teams of 3 players.
Oh, stop it.
For matches on Monday night. I knew
Do
you
we
would.
need more junk sports? Can't we just have real sports?
The broadcast partner hasn't been announced yet.
Hear him out. Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah, it has been
What, are they doing it on trampolines or with pantless?
Wait, that sounds tight. That sounds
Will you
really
wait?
cool.
No, it's custom. Well, Willie might have a different opinion about this whole mess. It's a custom-built arena. The long shots will use a simulator.
Oh, my God.
And the short shots will be live. The 18-hole matches will take 2 hours, no more.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Up against Monday Night Football?
They're trying to put it up against Monday Night Football. That's right.
So instead of actually hitting a golf ball,
it's a simulator.
They'll be hitting it into a screen.
Or as my
this
mother would
may
say,
work. There are people that watch other people play video games.
A simulator.
This is as stupid as professional tag. I hate that.
Ace and I are big fans.
It's so stupid.
We're in a tag fantasy league.
Wow.
Slippery.
Remind me.
You can't tap.
When I'm on my deathbed, I could have spent more of my precious time on this earth watching morons play tag.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, it's bad.
Are you tied to a seat? You can't get up and change the channel? Do you not have a remote control? Maybe go outside, take a walk, enjoy life a little bit? Okay, well.
I knew you would
Did we
find
get
that.
the paper airplane thing resolved?
That was irritating.
What was the
issue
problem?
with that?
People were watching.
Yeah, it's been picked up.
Eddie came in at the break and got it.
Oh, okay. And then we discovered that Chick claims to be, what is it now, the best paper?
I'll stack my paper-made airplanes up against anyone's.
They are good.
I go for it.
And they go far.
It's all about
Were you
their
here the day
paper.
that he threw that one so far it actually stopped in Atlanta to change? And took off again.
That's far.
That is an
Galileo
joke.
That's funny.
Good joke.
That's really funny.
That was see, it went far, the
Yeah.
paper airplane.
It's a hub.
By the way, that reminds me. I don't
Everyone
know,
goes to Atlanta.
I don't know where I have the letter here, but Chick the other day, Jess, claimed he could make 9 out of 10 free throws.
Yep.
Well, give me a minute, but I bet I can.
Well, no.
I can shoot the rock, Daddy.
When's the last time you shot a basketball?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Was it pre-shoulder surgery?
No, it was not.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're good.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah.
9 of 10. I had on the spot bet him 1,000 cash,
Yeah.
Give me an hour to warm up.
and then
bring Reggie
we'll start.
And then we'll start.
And 10 in a row.
Okay.
10 in a row. No, I said 9 out of 10.
Okay, 9 out of 10. The 1,000 still stands.
Now, what's this clown want?
Do I need to get a goal here?
This guy wants
We
to
used
know.
to have one in the
This guy
parking
wants to know if he can get in on the action.
Oh, now we're taking bets on it.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you tell Turd Boy that I said.
One of the lesser superheroes.
Chick is oddly athletic.
Although I do fall down a lot now. I don't know what that's about.
So clumsy.
I'm really clumsy.
I can't. I'll have to dig the letter up later. Coming up, we're going to be hollowing out hot dogs and trying them as straws in various beverages. Willie, you're going to do it through a beer?
Yeah, Miller High Life.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Chick,
That's champagne, a bottle of beer.
Oh, it sure is.
Yeah, I'll have a hot dog. I need some baked beans. I'll do it all, man.
you got to suck. You've got to suck fluid out of. That's the
Hey.
whole thing.
Let me tell you something. I'll stack my sucker up against anybody's.
Yes.
It's a nice evening. You make a pepper airplane, you do a little sucking. That's a big evening.
He sucks so much they call him the Dum Dum.
That's
Okay?
Hey, the 7:45 bus from Boston's coming in soon. Get ready for the suckathon.
That's right. It's all with,
More stuff coming up on the Bob and Tom Show on this Friday morning. One of our favorites, Frank Caliendo, is coming up next. Come on back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal. At night.
Hey, Fidelity. What's it cost to invest with the Fidelity app?
Start with as little as $1 with no account fees or trade commissions on U.S. stocks and ETFs.
That's music to my ears.
I can only talk.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Sell order assessment fee not included. A limited number of ETFs are subject to a transaction-based service fee of $100. See full list at fidelity.com/commissions. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE SIPC.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show for a Friday morning. This is Christopher speaking. The gang is out on summer break. They've been out all week, but they'll be back here live on Monday morning. Join us now for a segment with comedian, impressionist, Frank Caliendo.
Willie Griswold's here.
Chick McGee.
I'm Chick McGee. And Tom Griswold, we have a special guest.
We do. The handsome factor in this room way, way up.
That's every day.
Well, besides yourself, of course, it's Frank Caliendo. And Frank is one of our favorites. Frank is a great stand-up comedian. He also does the impressions.
I do a few, I do a few. Willie's just holding back, I can see.
It's funny, when your dad's being a goof, sometimes that happens to me at work, and I just have to watch him be really silly in front of everybody.
I was saying to Willie, I've got a picture of you when Willie was in high school, Frank, backstage in Cleveland. With your friend Mark. I should have brought it in. Maybe I can have someone bring it over.
No, go get it.
Have you signed it?
No, we have no problem.
Okay, I'm not busy. I can do it right now.
I got a technical question for you. Have you ever been asked, and this can be a yes or no, you may not be able to expand on this.
Great question.
Have you ever been asked to do...
How they teach you in broadcast
You'll see why. You'll see why in a second. To do what they call looping, to do the voice of an actor who can't either get back either because they're dead or they're unavailable, and they say, "Hey, Frank, can you come do?"
I've done a little bit. I'm not I'm okay as a voice matcher. Most of the time, my impressions are over the top, silly, and I try to create a character with them. So I have friends that do a lot of that. A guy named John Bailey who does the Optimus Prime stuff. Ross Marquand, if you know him, Walking Dead, and a bunch of, and he was. He actually did it for Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. He was the Soul Stone Keeper. So. My worry was always you do too much of that, and then they start thinking of that's what you are in the industry. So if you're not doing something else at the time, you just do that. That's all they start doing is throwing you voice actor work, and then you can't break in and get on screen more. And I've chosen to go the other way, where I just don't get on screen more at all.
Sure.
But I held. I've still got my dignity. That's right.
Now, if they, for example, with the game Madden.
Okay, so
years
ago,
do they ever want you to come in and do Madden voice?
Well, they don't have. John Madden's not in the game anymore. They bought it from him.
I know that they own it.
I think years ago they just bought it out, and he's like, "Hey, how much?" And he's like, "Not enough." So because they tried to go away. My understanding is they tried to go away from having John Madden in the game. Not just that, but having the game not called Madden. But that's what people call it. Madden. They don't call it Madden football, Madden NFL football. They don't call it EA Sports football. They just call it Madden. So to go back a while, years ago, John Madden did a commercial where he had to sing. And so they brought me in, and they wanted me to audition. And I said, I'm not auditioning for this. They said, why not? I said, because he won't want me to do it. He doesn't like me. He didn't like me at all at the time. So I made them pay me to do the audition, like $1,000 or something like that, because I knew it was going to waste my time. So I went in, and it was chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. And they're like, that sounds just like him singing. I'm like, I know. That's what I do.
All right.
And then, there are very few things where I have confidence in an ego. That John Madden impression was one. It was
well-deserved.
Where I hoarded out enough that I knew it worked. So they're like, "This is incredible. This is great. Thank you so much, and we'll use this." A week later, they're like, "We can't use this." I'm like, why not? Well, we can't say. Well, he didn't want it to be done. And then in the commercial, it was like, "Chestnuts roasting in an open fire." It sounded nothing like him. And there was a NASCAR driver who did another one. I don't remember who it was. But theirs was the same kind of thing. It was the best of Christmas songs with whomever the star sports person was, but they wouldn't use it. So and the story goes, I've told you this before, that I finally met him at the Super Bowl in Dallas.
You met Madden?
Yeah. Four Seasons Hotel. Not important to the story. Just wants you to know the type of place I'll stay.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
When somebody else is paying for it. Yeah, absolutely. I double up and go Super 8 on my own. So Jimmy Johnson standing next to him, football coach, not the race car driver. And so I said, "Jimmy, can you believe I'm this close to John Madden?" He's like, "Yeah, met him yet?" Taps Madden on the shoulder. Madden's like, "What is Jim?" Oh, and the look on his face was like when Shaggy and Scooby see the bad guy pop out of the barrel kind of thing.
Frank?
So it's like, "Hey, Scooby-Doo, like, let's get out of here." "Would you look at me for one Scooby snack? Would you do it for two Scooby snacks? Would you do it for three Scooby snacks and a triple-decker salami sandwich?" Yeah. So it ended up. I said to John, I was just one of those moments where I was just kind of in awe. This is the guy that I've made so much money off of, and he thinks I don't like it. I love the guy.
Sure,
totally endearing. He was football for so many people. And I said, "Can I get pictures with you and people from my family, my kids and stuff? This means a lot to me." He's like, "What's going on here?" It's like his world was exploding. He's like,
so he thought you were making fun of him all those years, as opposed to it was.
Well, I was.
Well, yeah, but
that's
it was
what
also
I do with
a
you
celebration.
Too. Yeah. I mean, it is. It's a weird thing when sports people, when they're put on pedestals, especially coaches. Nobody was messing with the old school coaches back in the day. And as that came along, we do that to each other. We're used to that. You go into especially nowadays, you go in somewhere and you make fun of somebody and they get weirded out by it. Like when you messed with me, Josh, when I came in, you ripped me to, we had fun. We go back and forth, tit for tat. You won, obviously.
Well,
but it was one of those things where
that's because Josh has bigger tats. I mean,
we're also pretty good at it because we hate each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's really, you can pull from the emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
There's love or hate. We go with hate. Hate's this far from love, and that's why we'll.
But Matt knew who you were right away.
Oh yeah. He
was he cordial?
I think he didn't know what to think. Like he was maybe trying to avoid me for the last 12 years at that time. So, but when he saw, I made his grandkids laugh. And his grandkids kind of go, "Hey, guess what we're having for dinner?" "Whatever it is, you better finish it all or you don't get dessert." That kind of a thing. And they're like, "He sounds exactly like you, Grandpa." And I know. So it was one of those moments where he realized, oh, this is a human being, this guy. When you're in the NFL, high-level sports people a lot of time, if you're in the club, it's okay to make fun of each other. Mm-hmm. But if you're some goofy comedian... John Madden was 6'3", just a mountain of a human being. He was wearing, I think, 2 flannels put together. It was that's how big of a guy he was. And he just saw me as like a kind of a nuisance at times. The first time I was ever on TV, it was Jimmy Kimmel took a pair of hedge clippers to the Madden eyebrows I was wearing. And that was, the next day his eyebrows were shaved, but, cut down and groomed really well. And the people were like, it's never been like this before, so it made him change some things too, I think, back in the day. But then he realized as a human being and just a person, I said, "Man, you're great." And I just said the truth. I really enjoy you and all that kind of stuff. And you are football to so many people. And he got it. It was just a different kind of feel after that.
Did you have a picture of yourself with him?
Yeah. I honestly don't even know where it is. I'm sure my wife has it somewhere. But I'm weird with that stuff too. I have pictures with some pretty cool people, and I'm getting to that age right now where I wish I had kept an eye on a lot more stuff. And you go places and you go to some people's houses. I don't know, maybe some of you guys like this, but they have pictures of themselves everywhere with lots of different. I have pictures of my kids everywhere. My kids. My whole life is about getting my kids to meet people. that they find as are their idols. Juliet, my daughter is 16 now, and she wants to get into PR. So one of the things I've been able to do is have her meet a bunch of really famous people, some of the Avengers and stuff like that, because when you meet them, there's that moment of, oh my God, you're a person. I don't know what to do. She's kind of gotten over that. She met Tom Holland. She couldn't talk the first time. Now she could go up to Tom Holland and just say hello. It's that little thing. No, not a lot of 16-year-old girls can do that. They couldn't go up to Chris Hemsworth and just have a conversation now. Not that they would know who she is, but she would have that ability to just talk instead of being in awe.
She's not intimidated anymore.
Right.
Now, when your kids were little, if you were reading them Red Riding Hood, would you do the voices?
A little bit. They like to hear from me for the most part. I mean, really.
Can we please just have a dad?
There's a little bit of that. I'm like, well, this is how Daddy pays for you. My wife keeps saying that. Like, why are you going on the road again? I'm like, well, because you have an Amazon account. That's why. The Amazon Self-Fulfillment Center. That's our foyer. I don't know how to say it, but there are 10 boxes a day that come. I'm like, when are you doing this? Well, I always say, what are you doing? I'm looking at Facebook. No, you're not. You're pressing buy now. Oh my goodness! When the driver of the Amazon truck, which changes constantly, knows your house. That's a problem. When they're looking for, I say, how's it going? Is Michelle around? Why? We got another 10 packages for her. They're keeping us busy.
Well, surely some of those are gifts for you.
I don't remember last time I got a gift. My wife, for our anniversary, our 19th anniversary, my wife called me or texted me, because she's not going to spend the time to call me. She texted me from the jewelry store, thank you. Like, what did I do? She goes, that was it. Just thank you. I said, for what? She goes, you just got me something really nice. I was like, how nice? Really nice. And when she's not telling me the price, it's really, really nice.
Oh, man.
I'm like, you don't deserve that, which is probably something I shouldn't have texted.
Frank Caliendo is our guest. It's time to segue back over to the news desk with Christy Lee. What have we missed?
Well, Queen Elizabeth's former private chef says Her Majesty has eaten jam sandwiches every day since she was a toddler. In a recently surfaced video, Darren McGrady, who says he was chef to the Queen for 11 years, says the Queen was served jam pennies in a nursery as a little girl. She's had them for afternoon tea ever since. If you're wondering how to make your own, the sandwiches are made from bread with a little butter and a spread of jam, then cut into circles the size of an old British penny. McGrady claims on his YouTube channel that Queen Elizabeth favors a strawberry preserve made from fruits picked in her Balmoral Castle grounds in Scotland.
That's where it stops being relatable.
Yeah.
We're kind of thinking, okay, kind of cool. Little round sandwiches. And then they throw the crust and stuff to the people becking outside.
And that's something else when that's Tom saying that.
Right?
I say, a little jam sandwich. It's sweet, don't you think?
It is sweet.
Yeah.
I was caught more with the YouTube channel. Like, everybody's got their own YouTube channel. Like, the assistant to the assistant has a TikTok. Okay. All right.
Hey, if you want to know what the Queen washes her underwear with, like and subscribe. Tune in next week, yeah?
All right. Hit that subscribe button.
Pat, do you have a song?
Yeah, I could update my Queen song.
You do have a Queen song?
Oh, yeah. Well, the Queen is slowing down now. Her schedule's no longer crammed. But every single afternoon, she gets her muffin jammed. Sometimes it's the butler, other days the nanny, who makes sure she gets her jam in every nook and cranny. Her Majesty likes her jam put on Elton John. She's smiling. Andrew's laying low these days after his trip to Epstein Island. Oh yes, oh the Queen is on the money and her kingdom she controls. Prince Charles plays polo while Camilla Parker bowls. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the Queen's jam.
How can you be that brilliant and that crass at the same time? That is what's amazing about Pat Godwin. Like, I'm listening to that going, where's he? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How did he just do that? That's brilliant.
Oh, thank you, Frank.
Wow, That's
wow.
Nice. But it's kind of a sweet thing, don't you think? It has had the same thing every day since. What would you say in your life, Christy Lee? What is the food that you have had more than any other for the longest time?
Boy, I don't know.
Josh?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, that is a tough question.
That you love, like a food that you truly love?
Yeah, ever since you were a kid, you've always eaten it. Still love it.
Probably, this is so boring, but probably toast.
Boring!
I would say eggs for me. Actually.
Yeah, eggs or toast. Yeah, I love it. I eat probably toast every day.
Do you know?
One slice.
Of course.
Low-calorie bread.
Yeah, one slice.
No butter.
No butter.
No butter.
No, I do use butter.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Half.
Do you have a toaster?
I have a toaster oven.
Oh, okay.
I prefer the toaster oven.
La-di-do.
Yeah.
You and the Queen. Now her jam is curdled with virgin blood to keep her going because she wouldn't like 98, right?
From the dungeon.
Yeah. I was missing
Yeah.
virgins. Okay, Willie, what's the food that you've?
Does coffee count?
Sure.
How young were you when you started drinking coffee?
Like 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's unacceptable.
See, Willie came in here. That's how Willie knew.
That's
Frank
fine. You
when
can
he
still
was a
tell your
kid.
kid not to drink the coffee.
No.
I used to come in here before school, polish off 3 sodas. I mean, 3 Coca-Colas. Then I'd go to school, drink a few more Coca-Colas. Oh, I was putting back 8 sodas a day as a kid.
Wow.
You know that Tom is a wordsmith and he talks quite a bit, but the one word he never uses is no.
Well, Josh taught me that because they've never used the word no in pornography.
Don't throw Josh on it. What happened there?
What do you think the food for you would be?
Probably spaghetti.
Okay.
I think I could eat spaghetti every day for the rest of my life.
Didn't you like cereal? Didn't you get cereal when you were a kid?
Yes,
Your mom would
my
say?
mom's rule was if I didn't eat what they had for dinner, and this I have the same rule now, primarily with Hart, my 6-year-old. If you don't want to have dinner, you can have cereal. And what she refers, sometimes she'll have Daddy's cereal.
Oh.
Daddy's cereal is the lovely shredded wheat and grape nuts. I don't know, but she loves it. I don't know why.
I can't believe pizza's got to be way up there, right? The 2 things that came to me were pizza and steak, but breakfast food, something about eggs and bacon for me.
Eggs and bacon. I mean, yeah.
But if Frank Caliendo, if you could just have one food every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
This is hard, with Josh.
Yeah.
Maybe pizza. I just feel like it's just you can always. Because can I put different toppings on the pizza, or does it have to be the same toppings?
You can. You do whatever you want.
I think it's. Well, if it's that, I'm going to change the food if I can do whatever I want. Like an entire.
I want steak pizza without the cheese and bread.
What was that character you just did? Who was that came out of it? You saw that, right, Willie? Willie had never seen that person before.
There are no rules here.
New guy. That was like 9 sodas in.
Coming up next on the big show, Josh's 6-year anniversary and the one-man band. If you haven't heard it, you got to check it out. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We're back now with more of the best of the Bob and Tom Show for a Friday. This is Christopher speaking. Well, recently Josh celebrated his 6th anniversary. Let's check that out as we have a special guest in studio, the one-man band.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Feeling good.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Yeah, and we got tons of letters about things that Grandpa may have said to you. It's certainly exciting. We certainly appreciate it, but we've been kind of neglecting something, and I feel bad about it.
Oh, what's that?
What?
I forgot that the 6th anniversary of Josh Arnold being on the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that today?
Is officially, I believe it's officially Monday.
Is that the 1st?
And,
yeah. Monday.
Is that right?
6 years on the Bob and Tom Show.
My goodness.
So you probably thought I was going to forget. But
I forgot.
I forgot.
I thought we'd start the celebration early.
Oh.
What?
Hey!
As we.
Oh my God!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we have a live one-man band.
Yeah, we do. All right.
Excellent.
We have Mark Dobson, the one-man band.
Sir.
He's my
Mark is here.
He's a bad man.
Sir. Wow.
Look at that.
Mark,
Mr.
it's good to see you.
Dobson.
Now, I've got to describe this since this is radio, not everybody's watching. Mark, you have, you kind of look like, let's see, who could I mention?
Aaron Rodgers.
Skunk Baxter from the Doobie Brothers a little bit.
Yeah.
Would you say? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've got a nice guitar, which is typical.
Yes.
Nothing special there. But then you got a sort of a combination backpack.
Look at that.
Bass drum, snare drum, several cymbals.
He is the one-man band. And have you seen his collection of harmonicas?
Harmonicas, look at that.
I mean, that is...
You've got the...
He's got every harp known to man.
the gun belt harmonica thing going.
I have another 100 harps at home.
What?
And
listen to that sound,
This
ladies
is
and
the
gentlemen.
greatest day of my life.
Eddie was here. I got here this morning very early. Eddie had been here all night.
Oh, my gosh.
Getting Mark sonically hooked up over here.
And you kept Mark well hid, too.
Yeah, you sure did.
Quite a surprise. Nobody saw him or anything.
Now, so, Mark, you're going through you've got a one of those, what do you call it, like fast food?
Garth
Madonna
Brooks.
mics, Garth Brooks.
Yes.
Garth Brooks mics.
Yeah,
exactly. Garth Brooks, yes.
And then one of the sort of Bob Dylan / Neil Young harmonica holders.
That's a nice one.
Almost accurate.
The Blues Traveler vest.
Yeah. What is the name of the harmonica holder?
It's a racket.
Oh, I love that. A racket.
That's what it's called. It's called a racket.
Yes.
And Dave Letterman famously put a piece of corn on the cob on one once.
Now, Mark, did you build that kit yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
It weighs about 40 pounds. It's in revision number 43, and there's a total of 9.1 instruments. And the question is...
What's the point one?
The bass and the guitar. I have a subharmonic synth built in.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
How about that?
Dean just came over to the other side of the room.
It's Mark Dobson, markwithac.com, if you'd like to check it all out.
And why wouldn't you?
The one-man band.
And
now, Mark,
it's
I've got a question.
beautifully
I can see from here you've got a strap just below your elbow on your right arm.
Yeah. Look at that.
That is awesome.
And
Are you kidding me?
It would appear I can see drumsticks poised above the snare.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you trigger
You
those?
want the description?
Please.
You go ahead. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
counting up to 9.1, there's the bass drum starting with the right foot.
Okay.
Instrument number 2 is a snare drum on the left foot. And the head of the guitar.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
So this is all a series of pulleys and...
Yeah, you are...
Levers?
Yeah, there's strings everywhere.
Yeah.
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
All right. Instrument number 3 is the hi-hat. There.
Sure.
It's
Oh, he's giving us the hi-hat.
The right foot and left foot and opens on the right elbow.
Wait a minute. When you pull the right elbow...
I've never been so happy in my life.
It's like the guy in the back of the canoe. He's going, he's pushing, but he's also steering. So I'm strumming the guitar and pushing my elbow out.
Okay.
And that's playing the hi-hat?
That's opening the hi-hats.
Okay. And then what are the sticks hitting?
The snare drum.
Yeah.
And that's from moving your guitar neck up and down?
His foot.
Oh, I'm getting lost here. This is...
Instrument number 4.
Please.
Crashable when I step or kick to the right. Boom, bomb. Kind of looks like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant.
Sure.
Yes.
Wow.
So when you go home tonight and see your loved one, you go, look at this. All right, instrument number 5 is splashable. It's the other way. It's on the snare drum. The least volume instrument is the hi-hat tambourine. If you listen for the jingle, jingle. Then there's the guitar. And then if you have good cans or bass on, if you're listening to a cell phone, you might not hear the bass in the guitar, but I'm going to turn it off and on. It's on, off, on,
okay.
off.
Subtle.
On. Then there's a harmonica. And then instrument number 9 is...
Your voice.
It's Mike.
Amazing.
Yeah! Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
That's better than like 3/4 of the acts I've ever seen in my life. That's no joke.
It's Mark Dobson, Mark with a C. He's the one-man band. This is unbelievable. We'll get back to Mark. I believe, are we ready for our special segment? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, all right.
We're joined by Jeff Oskey.
Hey, everybody.
Jeff.
Jeff Oskey over at the Failed to Mention News Desk. It's Josh's anniversary today. 6 years, Josh. So I am doing a Failed to Mention all to our good friend Josh.
Oh, Jeff, my gosh. Thank you.
Well, I'd wait before you. Okay. So we give you a lot of the news. We don't give you all the news. So I'm here to give you the Josh news that we failed to mention.
Now here's Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention news. Pew, 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 pew.
It's Josh's 6th anniversary. What you failed to mention, luckily for Josh, the gift for the 6th anniversary is gravy.
Oh,
gravy. Gravy.
I enjoy gravy on many foods.
Gravy. Josh likes to fish. He loves fishing for bass. What you failed to mention, that explains the gas, ass, or bass sticker on the back of his car.
That's right.
I didn't understand that. Gas, ass, or bass. Josh refers to himself as half fat in his stand-up comedy act. What you failed to mention, his fellow stand-up comic brethren refer to him as half funny.
I thought it was going to be half hack.
Oh, that's even better, Willie. Son of a... Tom likes to make out Josh to be a chronic masturbator.
That's right.
What you failed to mention, Tom, I believe you're pronouncing masticator incorrectly. He's a chronic masticator. That's right. I'm calling you fat.
I thought maybe that's what
Fancy
you were doing.
name for chewing. For chewing.
Yes.
Josh likes wearing Dickies brand shirts. What you failed to mention, I asked him which of the Dickies shirts was his favorite, to which he replied, "Oh, any Dickie-'ll do." Which I also overheard him say from the stall at the truck stop the other day in Iowa. Any Dickie-'ll do.
Very, very detailed.
I will sometimes partake in homosexual activity.
Josh knows a lot of porn stars' names. What you failed to mention, some of the porn stars even know his name. They needed to in order to file the restraining order. Some of them know him by Josh, but most of them just call him by his legal name, Defendant. Josh is a horror movie fan and buff. What you failed to mention, if you really want to scare yourself, Josh, throw yourself a private screening of your cholesterol levels.
Oh, wow. Gosh, Jeffrey.
Hello, big boy.
Coming in hot, baby. Josh considers himself a thorough and generous lover. What you failed to mention, just because you pay the lady when you're done doesn't make you generous.
So mean.
But tipping her does.
Yes. Good point. Josh used to dress up and play the Rooster Foghorn Leghorn back when he worked at Six Flags. What you failed to mention, I say, playing a big old cock probably came quite easy to you, son. Huh? All right.
Pejorative use of the term.
And finally, Josh takes me on the road a lot, opening for him. He pays for everything. He takes me out to dinner after the shows. He always drives. What you failed to mention, I just realized I'm dating Josh and I'm the bitch. I'm Jeff Oskey, and this has been the Josh News that you failed to mention.
Thank you, Jeff. Very good.
You know this was going to be a Josh roast.
Coming up in just a few minutes, the hot dog straw and West Coast correspondent Al Jackson. That's all next hour. But next, bed divorcing, and Tom is not welcomed. You'll hear that next on the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Welcome back to more of the Bob and Tom Show on a Friday. This is Christopher speaking from the Bob and Tom Studios. Bed divorcing, a subject that just came up last week here on the Bob and Tom Show. Let's review that in this segment of the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, we were talking about a couple of interesting things, including coming up a news story about something called the sleep divorce from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine.
Right.
And this is essentially, they're using the term meaning sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Do you want to do the story?
Go ahead. You got the story there?
As I started to read something else, I did have it. Here it is. A recent survey has found more than a third of Americans have so-called sleep divorce. According to the poll from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, many couples sleep in separate beds from their partner to get a better night's rest. It breaks down like this. 43% of millennials, 33% of Gen Xers, 28% of Gen Z, and 22% of baby boomers sleep in separate beds.
I would think it would be the opposite.
I would too, but
Wouldn't you think more
baby boomers
would be in separate beds?
Yeah.
No, I think they grew up more traditionally with you don't do that.
Really?
Sure. What? Yes.
Yeah, but I
I've
think
been-
older people have a harder time sleeping, though.
I've been in relationships where that was the case, where we slept in separate bedrooms. And that one ended the divorce, but I don't think that was the reason.
Uh-huh.
And then there was another relationship where I had where we slept in separate bedrooms. That was the beginning of the end. But then I've been in a relationship where I couldn't sleep unless she was in the bed. Or I slept better when she was sleeping with me.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think this.
Oh, that might be a personal preference for you.
Yeah, I think this is like everything. It's different things for different people.
And it's still the minority who are doing it.
Right.
Oh, you mean non-whites? What do you?
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Non-white, non-cisgendered.
33% of those polled reported going to sleep at a less desirable time to accommodate a partner. 42% said they do not adjust their sleep routine, though, for their new partners. And 18% wear an eye mask. 15% use earplugs when sharing the bed.
Okay.
What percent wear an eye mask?
18.
This is a true story.
That seems very high to me. Do you ever wear an eye mask, Josh?
No, isn't but I bet that's primarily female.
Yeah, I know a lot of women that do.
The last big time house I moved in a legal entanglement. About 3 months into the marriage, I walked to that side of the house and I went into the bathroom and it was twice the size of my bathroom on the other side of the house. But anyway, I said, "What's this door go to?" And she said, "Oh, that's the toilet."
Oh my gosh!
I had no idea that she had a special. They have
Right.
a water closet,
Right.
a literal water closet
Right.
is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Did that get to you?
It was like 2 or 3 months.
Were you jealous?
I wouldn't describe it as jealous. Is my
When
emotion.
she wasn't around, did you go there and do a quick?
I could have taken her hairbrush and rubbed it in my ass crack.
No, I meant
that
did you make use of the water closet facility?
No, I did not.
Never.
No. Well, that whole thing, that whole deal, was like a magic trick. I didn't see anything until, if we were going to dinner, it was like, okay, I'm ready. And I had no idea how it happened or if there was a shower over there or whatever, but it all just happened. Yeah.
Huh.
I think that can be a positive.
Totally
in many ways.
separate. It could. I guess it can be a positive. Not in this case, but I guess it could be.
But that may have been not because of the proximity of you to each other.
No, I think Ace hit it
bed.
on the head. It was because of me. I think that's the problem. I was present in the
and I'll
relationship.
be devil's advocate. It might have been because of her.
I can't imagine that.
Or the two
Or
of you.
maybe the two of you were just toxic
just
together.
it didn't mesh.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You know what? Let's break this
Yeah.
down. They're going to go around the room. Everyone say whose fault it was when their last relationship ended.
I don't know what movie
Not
it is,
mine.
but the
No.
line is spoken. I don't want to blame anybody, but they point to it's you, it's your fault, and I laugh every time I hear that. Speaking of relationships, dear Tom, and the Funny Bunch.
Oh, I like that.
New show name.
While listening to yesterday's show on the VIP app, I heard the insinuation Tom was coming out as gay for Pat.
Yeah, that's right.
We talked quite a while about it.
It's a joke.
This prompted an emergency meeting of the GAC.
What's the GAC?
Gay Application Committee.
Ah.
As a decades-long Bob and Tom listener and gay man, I want to thank Tom for his interest. However,
You guys are busy. You got a lot going on. You don't need to add him to the party.
We believe our community has plenty of struggles without adding a Griswold. We thank him for his interest, but are unable to accept his application at this time. Love the show. All the laughs. Best, Chad.
Well, I had just mentioned that if I were gay, you guys suggested I get together with Pat, and I said I thought I could do better, and that resulted in
Right.
You'd be so lucky to be with Pat. He could sing you to sleep every night.
Well, Pat would have to dye his hair blonde, though.
That's very funny, Ace.
and lose 150 pounds.
Is just great.
I've got a question. I want this answered. I want this answered now. Given what Ace has already said about me.
I didn't say anything about
and
you.
And now just what he said about Tom. Who the hell does Ace think he is? I don't understand.
I said nothing about you, chick.
You're a dirty liar. Who does he think he is?
Now, once again, the topic is having separate bedrooms.
The bricks, pal.
And separate beds. Christy, without getting into
my life
present day.
is an open book.
Historically, if you will, or to review your past, have you always been in the same bed with your mate, if you will?
Yes.
I don't care for mate.
I'm trying to be delicate.
Significant other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've always been married most of the times. Would I've been with someone? Yes, we slept in the same bed.
Was that a dig at me right there?
No.
Why? Because you're three bastard children?
I think you and I are getting our face kicked in this morning. That's all I know.
My current situation,
He
he's
still
not
has
there
it.
100%.
He still has his own house right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So wow.
Talk about
that's like a
separate
sleep
bedrooms.
annulment.
That could be fun, but it's really hard to grab a girl's boob when she's in a different house. It's really tricky to figure out how to.
He'll be moving soon. Don't worry.
Okay. You mean
He's
into the same house?
Of course.
Okay.
He's there 90% of the time.
not like to a different state. You gotta finish your sentences around here.
Tom,
People
I
get
said
the
it
wrong
before.
idea.
I'll say it again. When Christy and I get married, it'll be our 9th marriage between us. It'll be it'll be your 5th and my 4th.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
You guys are putting up good numbers.
Suck on that.
That's like Rodman in the playoffs. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
We got it down to a science.
See, dear Bob and Tom, my wife and I recently became empty nesters. This left us with an empty room with a bed in it. We quickly figured out that if someone, me, he says, was snoring, neither of us had to sleep in the couch. I also realized if I wanted to stay up until 2 a.m., I could just go to the spare bedroom and not wake her up. Conversely, if I'm exhausted, ready for bed at 9, I can just go to bed instead of waiting for her to finish doing her toes until 10:30. So we are officially sleep divorced.
Okay.
Of course, she got the high-end queen bed. I got the used twin bed. But hey, it's quiet in there.
Ooh.
There you go.
See, that's how it starts.
No, for all we know, that could save their marriage.
Okay.
We could.
You got to get the same bed for each person because there's going to be a secret animosity that builds if someone has a better bed than the other person.
Yeah.
If you can't sleep, you got a crick in your back and you just hear, oh, she's sleeping sound in there because she's the princess and I don't get to sleep anymore.
There's so much else going on in a relationship. The last thing is the furniture. I don't think that's going to, but maybe so. I don't know.
By the way, Ace, you want to take this? Chick is discussing marriage and furniture, and interestingly enough,
I wasn't the one buying the furniture.
Not only did Chick sleep in the couch, he slept on 10 different couches in the course of a year.
Why is that an insult? Because I contributed to economic growth.
You tried to keep her happy, didn't you?
And the furniture industry.
Yeah.
Yes. I tried to do do the right thing.
I got one of his couches.
I had one of his couches.
So did Christy.
Yeah. When my niece had it.
For those of you just joining us, one of Chick's exes would buy a new couch about every 2 months.
And then a new house every year.
Dad, I know that no one
laugh it up, jackass.
No one from the government made you give your furniture away, but besides the table that's the old door, the desk that you use, did you pick one piece of furniture in your new house?
No.
And did you want to? I don't know that I want
here's
to.
Josh is bringing up a good point. A lot of time, I think if you're in a relationship, if that's what she wants to do, that's wonderful. And seeing her happy is your
That's so
reward.
sweet.
And
absolutely.
And women are better at that for the most part.
No, not at seating things. Hot girls sit like idiots. Hot girls sit on tiny little chairs. I need a big couch. I need to sprawl out. Hot girls are never comfortable.
Tom.
They shouldn't be picking out couches and beds.
What have you done, Tom? What have you done? No.
Go to a
that's
fancy
not
hotel.
right.
They have terrible chairs in the lobby because hot people don't get cozy, man. I want to get in there.
Now, Willie does make a good point.
I want a dent in the couch. That's Willie's spot.
Yeah.
It's a little smelly and it's kind of weird.
I, on occasion, would be shown a photograph and go, looks good to me. Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
I don't have the whatever.
And they're very
that kind of
excited
taste.
about it, and it means a lot.
Sure. And everything came out just fine. But I've got my old door table for my desk.
Do you have a chair? Do you have your chair?
At my desk, of course.
No.
Oh, you mean a chair that I sit in? And,
Oh,
no.
Yeah, like
I
I come
don't-
home and I sit in my chair.
You
Like,
don't see him sit. He does not go anywhere and sit, I don't think.
They just got a couch and it feels like cardboard on concrete.
That's not true. It feels like velvet on concrete. This is a nice place.
It's a nice place.
No, I'm not a person. I don't have a chair where I sit. I don't watch TV.
Tom's a great white shark. If he stops, he's done.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't. I have dogs to walk.
Where do you watch television?
Plants to water. I almost never watch TV anymore.
He just kind of glances at stuff. And then
Okay, but
moves
if
on.
you were to sit down and watch a television show, where would you do that?
Just a couple spots.
Christy, there's a couch in the living/kitchen area,
Yeah.
and there are 4 chairs outside by the pool that the girls watch TV at. That's a great spot. And those chairs are awesome.
Yeah, those are
great
the
job
best.
on those chairs.
Oh,
those
okay.
chairs must have been picked by some ugly designer that was working with you guys, because those are cozy.
They're lovely. They're great. Yeah.
What does it say though about don't you all agree that we'll never get relationships figured out, but we'll keep trying?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Isn't that interesting?
That's because
It's because of the sex, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I was
that's
trying
part
to
of
be
it.
more subtle and say that.
There's a reason it is pleasurable.
That's sweet.
Sure. And a lot of women like that sweet. Give me that car.
We have lots more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up on this Friday morning. Next, West Coast correspondent Al Jackson. He's coming up in just a few minutes on the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Friday morning. Welcome back. This is Christopher speaking in the Bob and Tom studios. The gang is back in here live on Monday morning. Right now, a segment with West Coast correspondent Al Jackson.
We are now joined by comedian Al Jackson, and we'll open up with Al. Do you sleep in the same bed as your friend, your roommate, your lover?
My friend? Why? You're talking about it like it's a gay relationship in the 60s? Oh, that's with his friend. We do. But it's crazy. We were talking about this on my podcast. My safe word is more downloaded last week about a lot of people sleep in separate rooms because snoring is an issue that no one wants to talk about. It's a real thing. People can't control it, but it really does. I think it affects like when people wake up and they're like, why is my wife like always in a bad mood in the morning? It's because you snored her to death the night before. And I think that I think maybe separate rooms is not as hot, but I think it needs to happen because it just people don't sleep well. People don't like it.
Now, do you? But you're in the same bed as your. By the way, what word do you like? Lover. Lover to me seems a little bit too.
I feel like you have to be in the south of France in the summer to take a lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Girlfriend.
Because girlfriend it really isn't
lady friend. What do you want to say?
Well, that sounds like the Old West.
I know.
I mean, there isn't a good word for it.
SO, that's used a lot. Significant other.
Well, that sounds like you're applying for a loan.
Medical chart.
Yeah, I mean, my sister's almost 80, and she talks about Andy, her boyfriend.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I was gonna say. It's time. I feel like boyfriend, girlfriend. That's got to stop. Like when you hit 35.
But I never understood why that has to stop.
I don't either.
I still do it. I'll talk about my girlfriend.
Sure, I do it. Well, not anymore. I have a husband, but I said boyfriend.
By the way, you said that with a lot of disdain.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
it's like the scene in the movie Airplane where the plane's about to go down, and she goes, "At least I had a husband."
You are a fight starter. You're a fight starter.
So Al, so you don't call her your lover. She's your girlfriend.
I don't. Only in front of her parents. I call her my lover. This is you call her your daughter. She's my lover. It's but like well then what's the term when it's unsaid but said that you guys are sleeping together? Because you could be like Christy Lee, that's my girl, but then I could say Christy Lee is my girl.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But we don't
your
sleep
girl,
together.
but just like
you're
a friend
my girl
girl.
forever. Yeah. Now in the South they do say that's my friend girl.
Yeah.
What?
Which is more clear.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that's my friend girl over there.
That means you're not in a relationship.
Correct. You're just friends.
And it's way clearer too because sometimes I'm sure it happens with both sexes where the person doesn't say that they like that person. So when you're kind of like, oh, they're cute, what's up? And they kind of need to like let you know, like, hey, I'm going after them too. Mm-hmm. And I think when you go, that's my friend girl, you go, oh, that's really like my co-host Erica is been my sister since day one. So she's married, but if she went, I'd be like, yo, that's my friend girl. You should holler at her. She's dope.
Yeah.
But not like.
So like you tell people that Tom is my man. They know that we're just chums, right?
I have said to people before, Tom's the homie. That's exactly how I would describe you. Oh, that's the homie. Call him when you're in town.
What an honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're officially the homie, but not my man 50 grand because that would result.
You
in
are my
loss of
man
a
50
friendship.
grand. Although with inflation, it's probably more like 56 grand now.
So corny.
My man 50 grand is 40 years old, I think. Maybe 30, at least 30 years old.
I see. But now
at least 30.
We were talking about the evolution on television of people actually sleeping in the same bed. Is this too personal a question to ask? When your folks were together, were they in the same bed?
They were, but I remember like watching shows, reruns when I was growing up, where they would, they would say when the show was ending, they'd be like, good night, and they would be in separate beds. And even as a little kid, I was like, what's up with that? Mm-hmm. Like, why? It's like sleepaway camp. But I do think that if there is a different sleeping arrangement, as awkward as it may be, you need to tell your kids what's up because they're just going to fill in the gaps. And if dad is sleeping on the couch, if it's because he has a bad back, even if it's not because he has a bad back, say it's because he has a bad back.
Yeah.
But like, don't just like let your kid be like, oh, my dad sleeps in the basement. I had a good friend. I don't know if I told you he said looking back on it, he realized what happened, but his parents got in such a bad fight that his dad moved out and got another place. And he was a little kid. And he's like, oh, it's so cool. My dad has an apartment and we have a house. And it's like, they didn't realize like, oh, okay. But like, it's when you get like kids are not dumb. Like they just don't really understand things. So like I would just give a little explanation. But would you be offended if somebody said, I want you to sleep in another room?
Not necessarily.
No, I
we
wouldn't.
all are a special case in that we all get up super early in the
Right.
morning, and it's almost impossible to have a normal relationship when you say, "Well, 7:00, I want to go to bed," or you get pissed when they want to eat after 7, and you're going, "I don't want to eat," and then have to go to sleep 15 minutes later. So yeah, we're in this weird world that we have.
Yeah, plus we're all miserable people. So that's probably the biggest reason.
I think that goes without saying.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let me ask you this.
We got to date third shift workers, Tom. We got to date like nurses that work like 11 to 7.
there's
like
a
we
whole
got to have
world
like
out
somebody who's
there.
got a weird schedule like that.
Yeah, and now you travel a lot, Al, because you've been a stand-up comedian for years. You're now one of the hosts of the Daily Blast Live, and you do an excellent job. And by the way, they need to build you a new set. Ever since you went from putting everybody on the set, they didn't make the desk any bigger, did they?
Well, no, they did make the desk bigger, and now we're making it even bigger.
Okay.
But we went from a tiny desk to a big desk, and now our big desk looks small. So now we're going to go to an even bigger desk.
Okay,
But we had to do weird COVID stuff. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, in any event, I got this nice letter from this guy who agrees with me, and this involves when you're traveling.
So you'll hear it. You'll hear it because he agrees with me.
That or if he's from Michigan.
There you go.
Or he's a sailor. You know, one of the things we love, or a skier, any of those things. Al, so you're on the road. You've got your lady friend with you, and you're in a hotel, and you have to have a major transaction in the morning.
Oh, geez.
Now, this guy does what I do, which is I go downstairs, if preferably the hotel has a conference center, where there's usually a gigantic bathroom no one's going to be in, and then you can do whatever you have to do and not disturb anybody. You know what I'm talking about?
You and I, do I know what you're talking about, Tom? You're talking about my life, bro. This is what I love to talk about. And I feel like a lot of couples do not have the discussion, especially, and Christy, you know this, on a first vacation. Jess, you know that, like, you want to make a good impression. You want to be sexy. You're going to be wearing your bikini if you guys are in a tropical place. But, like, we are human beings. So then how do you handle that?
Right.
I talked to my co-host, and what she said, which I didn't even think about, she was like, unless you're a crazy person, you need to take some potpourri with you. Because that is the move. But here's what I don't like, and I don't know how to say this on radio. We are now in this age of cutesy boutique hotels, which I hate, that have gone away from the door hinge, and they now have those farmers sliding doors.
Yes, the barn door.
Which leaves a gap, which I have a term.
Yeah.
that goes
Air
before
leak.
Gap. Yes. What up with that though? Because we're not making pasta in there. It's not going to smell good. And like, why would you leave a 1-inch gap that goes around the entire door frame?
Yeah.
We need Congress stop talking about stuff we don't care about and start getting on this gap.
Yeah.
Because it's
seal
affecting
those bathroom
relationships.
doors. Put in a vent fan.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the lobby anymore. Because sometimes there's a convention down there, Tom, and it's like weird. And like, I've had to go to that lobby, and then sometimes there's like a kids pageant. Now I'm the creep. They're like, why are you down here? You have a room. I'm like, I don't know. Picture barn doors.
There's a kids beauty pageant, and there's some dude using the crapper.
It's so weird. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in hotels. If you go there's always, I've gone to 2 furry conventions. I mean, I've stayed in places that, like, furries are huge. Who knew?
Yeah, I was there was a furry convention, and I was in the food court at that mall where this hotel is. Have I ever told you the story? And and the guy had a tail coming out of his shorts.
Yes.
Seriously, I'm not kidding. He was wearing like little short shorts, and
Yeah.
there was this big tail coming out of his shorts. And then it dawned on me how that tail was being held in there.
It's actually an elastic belt.
Oh, it's not like a plug? Oh, I assumed that the guy was clenching.
Oh, now you have to tell him that it was a plug.
I thought you told him that
Oh
was
no,
the
I
plug.
did.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
That's
thought.
what Chick told me, you liar.
Yeah, I knew you'd believe it. That's why.
But how would you be able to walk
It's
if it was a plug?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Well, obviously, I bet there are some that are plugs. I bet you that.
Yeah,
there probably are people that like to wear plugs in public.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like being a furry and the internet is invented because you're in your small hometown? You're like, I can't tell anybody about this. I like to dress up like a dragon named Scuttles and no one can feel me. And then you go onto the internet and as it starts to grow, you're like, there are tens of thousands of people that like to dress up like retired dinosaurs. It must be that's a good thing. Is like it like helped niche people find each other.
Oh yeah, it's good and it's bad. It also helps the guy that decides he wants to, get castrated by a stranger. Find a guy
on a table in his garage.
Yeah, in Fort Wayne. Yeah, we had that story. Al Jackson is our guest. Al's a very fine stand-up comedian.
That's my lead-in.
Let me ask you this, Al. Without giving too much information, your lady friend is works for a professional baseball organization. Is that correct?
She does. Die-hard Rockies fan. Die-hard.
And we had a news story this morning that I think this will probably come up on your show, The Daily Blast Live. The Yankees are going to be on the famed pinstripes are going to be putting a patch on for the Star Insurance Company. Is this going to be, do you think this is, I'd like to know what she thinks about this, and is this going to happen to all the teams?
Well, that's the cool thing about being with somebody that works for a pro team is because you get to hear all the little things about like the advertisements that go just on the pitcher's mound, and some are kind of self-imposed with the camera and some are actually on there, like all these little branding things. And I think, honestly, these teams are looking for any way to make money. And I mean, the NBA started, I think the Lakers don't they have Bumble on their jerseys?
The Warriors have Bumble on their jerseys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a dating app. Like the WNBA, they started doing this in Europe, then the WNBA, and now the NBA. I think like we're so used to advertising that it won't really stand out unless it's like, for the Blue Chew or something like that really makes you think about it. But I think for the most part, I think it'll be pretty normalized. But the Yankees, it's going to be weird to touch that uniform. That uniform, that means something.
It's iconic. I mean...
I'd forgotten. Josh reminded us that they don't even have names on the back yet. I mean, or if they ever will, probably.
Well, they started changing the names of these stadiums, and like I just got used to the Staples Center. Now it's Crypto, but now Crypto is like out of they don't do that anymore. So now you can't call it. It's all like,
is it going to be
Wrigley Field,
Chapter 11 Stadium? We were talking about Wrigley Field. Does Wrigley even pay for that anymore, or has that just become part of the?
I don't know. I think Lambeau, they're going to hold it down. But, I mean, I'm sure if somebody throws enough money, you're going to make it. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of like it old school, but I understand that, like Wu-Tang said, cash rules everything around me, Tom. So eventually people will cave. But I kind of like the old school where it's just,
will it be,
no advertisement.
Lambeau Field brought to you by Viagra?
Yeah. And, I mean, maybe it'll be weird, but after Game 6, will you notice anymore? Probably not.
Wasn't there, what'd you say, OnlyFans or something? Some minor league baseball team?
Sponsors a Supercross rider.
Oh, Supercross rider. That's right.
We interviewed an OnlyFans woman yesterday. They're famous, bro. Yeah. They're like, I'll tell you the cool thing about doing a daily show, and you guys know this too, because you've seen waves of fame. And like when we were coming up, like famous was Stevie Wonder, a blind guy that could play the piano and sing. And now it's just like, we got a YouTuber that makes Thanksgiving dinner, but he cooks it with firecrackers. And he's got as many followers or more than like Dolly Parton does.
Hey, don't make fun of that firecrackers guy. I'm opening for him in Peoria next month, and I need
exactly.
the work. So.
They've taken all the comedy club work.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's crazy. You go to these shows and you'll see, the Bob and Tom tour will be here this weekend, and then the next 2 weekends are some 20-year-old kid who is too good looking to be funny, let's be honest. And, it's just like you don't know them, but they have these huge followings from YouTube. So I don't know. Maybe I missed the boat on that.
There's another thing. Josh, we were talking off the air, and Josh made a great point. We were talking about the prices of concert tickets in the post-Taylor Swift era.
Tom, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. You're bringing up a raw nerve, but please keep going before.
But no, Josh was making. I was saying I think that the Taylor Swift thing is going to have all concert tickets skyrocket in price. And Josh, you said you call it the Instagram factor.
Yeah, people want to go pay a lot of money to go to these concerts, not necessarily to see the concert, but to get the Instagram picture of them at the concert.
And we both have
never thought about that.
And we have observed people at concerts that show up, take the picture, and leave.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I will say this. For my daughter's 16th birthday, I'm actually going to NYU this weekend with her to get her moved into the dorms. And for her 16th birthday, I took her. I got her and two of her friends concert tickets at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta to go see the artist SZA. Do you know who that is, Tom?
Yeah.
SZA. I'm sure you do.
She's got the hair over her eyes. Looks like a black and white cookie with the.
No, that's Sia.
That's Sia.
That's hilarious that I was wrong. I love that.
Yeah, I thought you were being sarcastic. No, SZA's like
she does look
she's
Sia
like
does look
this
like
generation's
a
Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
She's like very pro feminist. You go, girl. Kind of.
Some harebrained scheme, huh?
Yeah, but like very empowering. I love it. So I'm like, okay, for your 16th birthday, I'm gonna get you 3 tickets. 2 of your best friends. And she was like, cool. So I had committed at that point. Tom, I got the pre-sale for 3 tickets. They were good seats. They weren't on the stage. $2,700, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's crazy. That was like
nuts.
a used Civic when I was growing up. That was like your car. Bro,
Civics are tough. You can't kill a Civic. I'm telling you that right now.
It's in-state tuition.
They run forever.
Al Jackson's our guest. Al is one of the hosts of the Daily Blast Live. Al, it's always a great pleasure. And
we were not embarrassed today. Trying to teach you a word.
We're never embarrassed. We're
relieved.
Okay, we have 30 seconds. Give me a word. See if I know it. Go quick.
All right, Tom. I will give you a quick one. Tom, let's get one that you can definitely get. Tom, what is Riz?
Riz?
Riz.
R-I-Z?
R-I-Z-Z.
Riz? R-I-Z-Z.
What
was that name again?
You have this, Tom.
Wow. Riz.
It's in your name. Riz.
Tom Riswold.
Is it a rap producer, a hip hop guy?
No, it's short for something that everybody in that studio has. That's a good giveaway.
Riz.
Starts with the C, but this is a shortened version of that.
Charisma.
Yes. Tom, that's your walk-off.
Oh,
that's
baby.
your walk-off in that. Can I get some more props for Tom in that studio? That was impressive.
No, you can't.
Yeah, he spoon-fed me. I know.
No, you talk to him. You talk to him 1 time a week.
Okay.
You shut your hole.
Al, you are one of the most. You're one of the most rhismatic guys that I know. Thanks, Al. We'll see you.
All right, love you.
Bye, Al.
We're going to check out a hot dog straw coming up on the show next. It's a Friday morning. Come on back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back to more of the Bob and Tom Show on a Friday morning. This is Christopher speaking. Well, we made a straw out of a hot dog to see how it tastes. Let's check it out in this segment of the Bob and Tom Show.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
She's made us swear off hot dogs for, 30 days?
Probably.
Yeah. There's Ace Cosby. Man, they were good, though. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I'm busy, Ori.
Are we all taking hot dogs home with us, too?
What are you working on over there, Tom?
I think we finished them off.
Oh, good.
I am working on making another hot dog straw.
You are.
Okay.
All right.
Now, once as you can see, I have skewered this hot dog lengthwise with this stick.
You didn't have any trouble at all doing that, did you, Tom?
And
It's not centered whatsoever.
No, it's
But
not.
he
You're
bites
right.
off the end, and then it
That's
is
right.
centered.
That's right.
Now I shove the what is this? This is called a shish kebab stick or something.
Yes, it's
Skewer.
it's a
Skewer.
Wooden-
yeah,
and then
that's a milkshake straw.
Then I sleeve it, if you will, with this milkshake straw. And Josh, and we'll see how this is done. It won't take 3
It's going to be on his YouTube channel, how to skewer a hot dog.
Yeah.
And then I cram it down like
5
this.
years.
I wish you would cram it.
And there we go. Oh, it's kind of bulging. It looks like a big veiner on that baby.
Your word choice today is impeccable.
All right, now. So then I remove them both.
All right.
And then I'll bite off the tip.
Yeah. Yep. Give the old bris.
No, just swallow it. Don't bite it off and let it go.
Oh, he did.
He
let
didn't
it
eat
drop.
it.
No, he didn't.
He just let it fall out of his mouth.
Yes.
He's biting it off again because the first bite didn't work. I'm telling
there we
you.
go.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
Oh, there you go. You could hear it.
I got it. Yeah, you can hear it.
Okay.
Now I'm going to try to. As you know, I tend to eat unusual foods, and for breakfast, and Josh might have.
You're not going to.
Yes, he is.
Don't suck up your acai bowl. Is
No,
that
this
what it
is
is?
This is his current fad, the
This is
acai bowl.
This is an acai bowl.
It
Yeah.
looks like
They're delicious.
It looks like a 5-star breakfast for a vampire.
I
That's what
submit
it
this
looks
will be
like.
too thick.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to try. Now, you want acai is a South American berry, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's whipped up It looks kind of like grape jelly.
Yeah.
But it's a little
Yeah.
bit looser. It's not quite as viscous as a jam or a jelly.
Right.
And then there's some nice fresh fruit in here, and then some granola
And you put peanut butter in it too, don't
and
you?
peanut butter. Oh, that makes it delicious.
That's thickening agent.
So so I've got it all in here. So now I'm going to try to
Really?
suck the.
I don't think you're going to be able to do it there, bud.
Suck the acai bowl.
Go ahead.
Into a hot dog, ladies
I don't know
and
if you're
gentlemen.
going to ruin that hot dog or ruin that acai.
They're both going to be ruined.
I know our appetites will be ruined. Oh, there he goes. He's really sucking as hard as he can.
I love
He
the
can. I
fact
mean,
that he
his
does
his
it
cheeks are caved in.
no-handed.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Big
Is
trouble
it coming up
later.
there?
Yeah. No, nothing's coming up there.
I feel like I've learned so much about you guys watching you do this.
But my gosh,
Style is just
the effort he's putting into that suck.
Concave.
Yeah, this was the effort my heart was doing before they had to fix it. They're going, hey, we're not getting any blood through here anymore. What the hell's going on? Yeah, I'm getting nothing.
All right.
But no, let's just try
Maybe use it as a spoon.
Don't.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So you're going to dip it now and then take
Yeah,
a
it's
bite.
dipped in there.
Yeah, that's
Unfortunately, he did not bite the hot dog end. He sucked the jam off of the end of the hot dog.
once again it's acai.
And what's the difference between jam and jelly?
Oh, don't.
Tom, you know this.
Pat will show you.
You can't jelly this thing up the
Okay.
Okay, yeah, this didn't work. Sorry. Yeah, it's sucked. I sucked it. Maybe if it were shorter.
No.
Hang on a second. Give me just 1 second here.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Shorten the hot dog straw.
You're all over the internet today now.
Uh-oh.
You got to eat. You have to.
It looks hitty.
He's a spitter.
Are you watching it?
Okay, now I'm going to try to.
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Here we go.
All right, now he's trying it with the shorter, leaner. Oh, he said it's coming through.
It's a go.
When he sucks on the short ones, they come through.
Boy, is it awful.
Boy, is it awful, he said, yeah.
Yeah, the acai hot dog will not be featured at the State Fair next year.
No.
But you might be.
Yeah, that is.
Have you seen the guy next to the Guess Your Weight dude?
Yeah, I don't think I read the freak show.
That's what he's guessing.
That is not good.
Ace still hasn't tried it.
No, he hasn't.
Ace, I have this beef stick over here. You want to
It's
try?
not that I won't. That's just I already know it's okay. So
Well, we can.
There's no point.
That doesn't make for hilarity like him.
What fluid should we have Ace try to suck through that thing?
Ace, do you want Bloody Mary? Do you want a beer?
Sure.
Do you want a Coke? You like Fresca. You drink Fresca every morning.
Yeah.
You want to do a Fresca through this beef stick?
Let's do it.
Okay, you go get a Fresca. While you do that, we can kill some time with the Ace Cosby joke of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What do you call a detective who only solves cases accidentally?
What do you call a detective who only solves cases accidentally?
Sherlock Holmes.
I didn't mind that one.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Nothing like a pun. I've always said that.
No, I think that's very skilled. I enjoy it.
Yes.
Very skilled. Yeah.
Coming from the pun master.
Okay, now we have a Fresca.
Very good.
This would be.
I'm
This
not
is
sure.
hilarious.
What is Fresca exactly? Lemon lime.
Lemon lime soda
I
water.
don't like I don't like your attitude.
You know that picture?
We could be getting sports updates.
Chick, that picture that's floating around, the great Lynn Dawson passed away recently, and there's a picture of him smoking on the sidelines.
No,
And
yeah.
everybody says that's a beer. That is a Fresca, a bottle of Fresca.
I don't doubt it at all. He
Yeah.
he smoked in the locker room during halftime of
And he's
the.
smoking on the
Now,
sideline.
so what
and
is
drinking
Ace?
a Fresca.
What is that straw made of now?
Beef stick.
Did you get any?
It's turkey
Okay.
beef stick.
It tastes like Fresca through a beef stick.
Oh, jeez.
Always the team player.
Having fun. He's having a lot of fun right now.
Did you guys learn nothing from the shrimp
They,
cocktail contest?
Apparently not.
Come on.
Gratitude was not served at a Cosby family.
I've never tasted anything like that.
Plain speak facts.
Say less, Ace. By which I mean say less. That's what I mean there. Not say less, as the hipsters would say.
Well,
Now, yesterday at this time, we were talking about Snoop Dogg's new cereal.
Yes.
Snoop Loops. which I think are great. I want to try them.
Why do you think they're great?
I think it's a fun idea.
You don't know anything about
You don't eat sugary cereal. You don't
We
like
gotta
Snoop
find
Dogg's
these,
music.
Jess.
Yeah, I'm looking. I have a cereal collection in my office right now. Different cereals that we could try. Yeah.
Really?
And are the Snoop Loops available, or was
I
that
don't
just
know.
the announcement?
I'm on a wait list for the Snoop Loops, and there was another one, an orange juice cereal. Do you remember this?
I do remember this one.
Yeah.
It was
That
meant
sounds
to
familiar.
be
Man.
orange juice instead of milk poured over it.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
a Google alert waiting.
And you guys poo-pooed this, but Dean had actually ordered this reinvented pasta.
Yeah.
Where these basically scientists created a new shape of pasta that
We sure
held
like to
this.
gaslight this.
Yeah.
That was delicious, and you guys all loved it.
We did, and we knew that we would like it. We had no problem with the shape. It was that you said a plain noodle and this noodle tastes different, and they don't taste different.
Well, I know we've had many expert chefs.
Yes,
Sorry.
all the finest chef heads have given their opinions.
What are we doing?
Wait a second.
Well, now
I've been a favorite.
I'm getting a feeling we're back now.
Josh, say less. We had many chefs weigh in that the shape of the pasta changes its composition.
That's
and
not true.
You
taste.
sound like a little
That is
kid
not true.
saying that the SpongeBob mac and cheese tastes different than the regular mac
Right.
and cheese.
That is
It's
true.
exactly.
That is true, though.
But it's
that is true.
Whose side are you on, Hooker?
The character macaroni and cheese 100% tastes different.
Pick a damn side.
it's like the shape of an automobile. A Corvette cuts through the air differently than,
taste the
say,
same.
an SUV.
Yes, all automobiles do taste the same. I was saying that the other day while I ate a Kia.
Okay, well, the point is, we'll have to wait to try the new Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, it's
No.
not. They don't
Cereal.
have a date announced yet.
Have you ordered the new Chris Brown cereal?
What's it called?
Battered wheat. Oh, I'm the bad guy?
Yeah, you
Yes,
are.
you are.
Yeah, he almost killed her.
Yeah.
And guess what? Still going on tour.
Yeah.
How did he not get canceled?
I don't know.
I agree.
Here's the point. Dear Bob and Tom,
Yes.
after watching Tom pull the acai through a hot dog. This is from Chris, a gentleman. I was just curious if Tom wants to go out on a date.
That's sweet, Bob. You ever thought about giving that a try?
We're coming right back on a Friday with another hour of the Bob and Tom Show. Some blues names and Donnie Baker are on the way. But next, comedian George Wallace. It's next on the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
This is the Bob and Tom Show on a Friday morning. Welcome back. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. We had the pleasure of having comedian George Wallace in studio a couple of weeks back. We're going to do 2 segments with George coming up next hour. This is the first one here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Here's Tom Griswold with our special guest.
Joining us in the studio, it's a comedy legend, Mr. George Wallace. Has joined us in the studio. Hey,
That's
George.
Dr. George Wallace, by the way. I'm a doctor now.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, don't you all feel better since I'm sitting here?
Yeah, we certainly
better
do.
believe it.
Absolutely.
But I need to go to the doctor. I broke a tooth this morning on the way here, chewing gum. Is it?
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Oh,
I gotta
wow.
go to the, and the dentist is making all the money now, so I got to go and see the dentist. Last time I was at the dentist, the lady was cleaning me. What you call that? What you call it? That lady that.
The dental
technician?
technician?
Yeah. And
Hygienist?
she had that little sharp thing sticking me, and I said, "Oh," she said she didn't feel anything. So I bit her on the finger. So how about that? You feel it now? So now I got to go back to the dentist again. Isn't that amazing when they're sticking you there? And she said, "I don't feel anything." I said, "Oh, yeah."
Well, it's appropriate because Mr. McGee.
Yes, I had a tooth pulled a couple days ago, and it's still
I'm sorry, Mr. McGee. It's called extraction now. It's
extraction.
That would explain Dr. Wallace.
That would explain the $3,000 price tag, I guess.
And you haven't complained about it yet today.
Oh, I have. Well,
It's a little purple today.
Re-up?
Uncle Vic re-upped. That's what happened.
Nice.
So,
I see.
Yeah, things are a little bit better, but yeah, it still's weird back there. They had the little mesh that came off.
Is your prescription a limited run?
Yes,
or,
of course, it's a limited run. I can't be allowed to just willy-nilly go into a pharmacy. What are you,
Controlled
crazy?
narcotics are a big deal these days.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
how many you got left? Not that you're counting.
None of your business.
Besides the 3 you sold to Godwin.
$150 a piece, $50 a pill.
I see. Mr. George Wallace has joined us. That doesn't mean we're going to stop with the stellar sportscast, does it?
Oh, here we go. The Indiana State Fair is looking for 15 people to compete in the USA Mullet Championship this summer.
Dr. Wallace, you in?
I'm already in. The mullet contest, okay.
The
is that
competition.
A mullet fish?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is it a mullet fish?
I'm telling you, this takes place on July 29th.
Yeah.
The judges will judge contestants on their flow.
Nice.
Okay.
With their mullet. The winner takes home $500 and earns a spot in the USA Mullet Championships Top 25 Main M-A-N-E main event.
The main event, okay.
So it has to be hair, not fish.
Okay, I come here to play cornhole, but you got mullet.
Well, we can do whatever you want, George. I'm in.
Speaking of cornhole, coming up. Now, I'm trying to. Who's the?
If you're old enough to be an adult right now, you had a mullet in your past.
Sure you did.
I'm sure you did.
I'm
Like
sure.
everybody had goatees. And
Yeah.
So don't act like you don't know what we're talking
I
about.
don't know
Business
what
in
you're
the
talking
front,
about.
party in the back.
And I'm old. I should know.
The most famous mullet was Billy Ray Cyrus.
That's a haircut.
Remember?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, okay.
It's real long in the back and short in the front. And
a mullet.
But he said in your pants. Didn't you just say in your pants?
I could have, George. I don't think I did.
Remember, he's swimming in a sea of narcotics.
That's why I'm sitting closer to him.
That's right. Here we go.
The mullet hairstyle.
Yeah.
They're still out there.
Yeah, you'll still see them every now and again.
They're kind of
Johnny
popular.
Baker has one.
They're kind of back for maybe about a year ago. They kind of started resurfacing.
Yeah. The kids have them nowadays.
The
Look,
kids have
yeah.
them. That's what I was going to say.
Who's the quarterback?
Gardner.
Gardner
Minshew had one.
Yes.
Mississippi Mudflap. That's what he calls it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was cool. All right.
You see the kids out there with them, George?
I see even the black kids with afros, don't they have them coming with the blonde hair and coming all the way back?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, no. They don't have any black people here, do they?
Sorry.
I haven't seen any since I've been here.
I think the mullet equivalent is the how they tilted. They had it shaped.
Like the guy in the Ohio Players.
Yeah, they're
he
like
kind
a
of
tilt
canted it to the
forward
left.
or whatever.
That was cool.
Those were.
The mullet is the haircut of people, George, who leave to get cigarettes and never come back home.
Never come.
You know, they're.
There are some fine folks with mullets out there, I'm
Name
sure.
one.
Yeah.
Name.
There's a gentleman named Kent who runs a bait shop that I go to. Very nice man.
Josh, if you're getting surgery and the anesthesiologist walks in and he's got this huge mullet, are you playing ball? You're cool? You're still good
I'm
to go?
fine with it, yeah. Anesthesiologist, sure, yeah.
I believe a former roommate of yours, Jerry Seinfeld, had a mullet at one time.
It was long, you know. Now let me make this perfectly clear.
Okay.
You guys don't know who you're talking to. I'm the real George on the show. Okay, did y'all know that?
We did not know that.
This is not a joke. I'm their roommate for 13 years. I'm the real George. Would you tell them last time I was there with you 30 years ago? I'm the real George. I'm his roommate I'm the best man in his wedding, and I'm the father of his kids. You guys don't know.
Wow.
Best friend for 47 years.
That really escalated there. Didn't it?
47 years, and a lot of people, I have to help people to know I'm actually the real George.
Right.
Talk to them 3 times a day, every day for 47 years.
Have you seen George? One of the episodes George is in. It's George Wallace.
You mean the fellow sitting right there?
Yeah, right there.
In fact, Dr. Wallace plays a doctor.
He plays a doctor, and Desperado comes on. He kind of looks off. It's wonderful. It's hilarious.
You know how that bit came up? Because I used to do a joke about his son. His son, you know, they're Jewish, so I was one of the bearers of when the son was. How do you say? They call it
a brisk.
A brisk. Yeah.
A brisk.
How'd you know that?
It wasn't me.
It was Willie.
Okay, Willie. It was a brisk, and so it's supposed to be the father and the grandfather to hold the leg of the little boy, but it was me and Jerry, and so they had. And I said to the little boy, after they got the baby drunk first, the little boy, they got him drunk. They did. They put it on a sponge and they put wine in his mouth. And then the rabbi did his little thing, zip. And to this day, every time I walk into his house, that little boy looks at me and go, I know you from somewhere. So that's where that bit came from. I only did one episode because we keep friendship and business separate.
Yeah.
Oh, that would explain the friendship, I guess.
Do you ever get to ride in his Porsches?
Listen, Porsche.
His collection
I
of
fly in a
Porsches.
jet. That's why I take advantage of this. You know, he got a jet, I got a jet. The other day, he told me, you need to get your own plane. I said, why should we get another plane? You want to get your plane?
That's right.
Yeah.
Because that's friendship. That's not business.
And he's got way too much money. You know, I'm doing fine. I'm blessed, but he's got way too much money. I was at his house the other night. I have my own suite at his house on the island. You know, it's just way too much money. I got up to pee at 3 o'clock in the morning. I came back. My bed was made. There was chocolate on my pillow. But it's too much money.
That is too much.
That's too much money. You should go to his house. I mean, when you play ping pong, click, 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 eventually a ball goes astray somewhere, right?
Right.
If my ball went astray, I turn around. He's, don't go get it. He turns around. He got a crystal ball with 200 ping pong balls in it. Now, you know, all houses, you only allow 3 ping pong balls in the house, right?
Yep,
He's got 200 in the ball. That's I could tell you about money, just too much money. So.
Mr. George Wallace has joined us, a comedian, a legendary comedian, and I know that you probably know everything there is to know about comedy. You think?
I think,
but even Tiger Woods takes golf lessons occasionally. He's got someone that coaches him on his swing. And ladies and gentlemen,
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Went car shopping the other day, looking around, found one I liked. Asked the salesman, cargo space? He goes, no, cargo road.
That was Ace Cosby.
Cargo space. No, cargo road.
See, now, if I laugh because that's just stupid, does that count?
I was laughing because Mr. Wallace just smiled.
Anyway, I thought that was the second part of the joke.
You thought there was a punchline?
But you know what? I like jokes like that. I like jokes that make no sense whatsoever.
You came to the right place.
Yeah, you did.
I did a racial joke one time. It said 2 Jews, a black, and a Mexican walked into a bar. Bartender said, y'all get the hell out of here. And that's it. That was you got to be a real comedian to understand that joke. That was Johnny Carson's favorite joke.
Hilarious.
But I set it up better in the club. But you guys laughed unless you just.
Well, we're all terrible racists, but
I think you're a pretty good one.
You guys are having too much fun up in here. You guys get paid to do this?
No,
I don't.
not today.
Well, they do.
Okay, they do.
Wait.
Let me hear that joke one more time.
So I'm looking at Mr. Wallace's webpage, and I glance at this one photograph, and I go, "My God, that the son of yours looks just like you." Then I realize that's Alonzo Bowden, the famous comedian. I love Alonzo.
Alonzo is wonderful. I talk to him every day. How about
We
that?
love him.
I love
He's
Alonzo.
great. And he has that great voice.
Yes.
Actually, we're going to go out on a tour together. We're going to go on a boat.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to be with headlining with the guy that. Patti LaBelle and the guy that used to be with the Doobie Brothers. What's his name?
Michael
McDonald?
I love Michael.
Yeah.
I know you love everybody.
I love Michael McDonald.
Except for all of us.
doesn't care for us, George.
So that's because I know them. I don't know Michael McDonald. I just love his
He is
music.
the boss, so you know you got to go. Y'all don't like him, but you know he doesn't.
I know.
It's all good.
Oh, lucky you're here because the ass kissing begins at 8:12.
You can't say ass on radio.
I work with several of them.
And I just got here. That includes me too.
No. Now, do you live primarily in Atlanta?
I live at United and Delta. Listen, when you've been doing it for 47 years, you pretty much have a joke for everything. It just comes out. It just is, especially it's my passion, and I love what I do. I just love.
But you don't have a dog, I'm guessing, do you?
Hell no, I got no dog. What would I want? I mean, I love dogs, but I'm out of town every day. I'm in a different. What if I had a support dog on the plane with me?
What kind of dog would you get?
A black one.
So long as it's black, he doesn't care.
I have two. Believe it or not, George, I have two very white dogs.
You got two white dogs?
Get the hell out of here!
So a black dog and a white dog.
Get the hell out of here!
Two black dogs and a chihuahua walking
Get the hell out of here!
You got to augment it one more dog.
Right.
I'm trying to think of what a schnauzer. What would be the most insulting dog?
I don't know. The poodle kind of has those curls that go down. That could work.
There you go.
I used to do a joke about dogs. How come when dogs bark at night, they have to get that last bark in? Then the dogs are,
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of the you heard me.
Yeah, I said it.
I said it. What you gonna do about it, buddy?
I'm hanging out with comedian George Wallace.
Yeah.
Growing up with we were talking about this the other day. Sometimes people have the name of someone who's famous. And you grew up with there was a famous George Wallace.
Yes.
But much different.
Your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, even when I got to college, the University of Akron, and my nickname was Governor through college. And, they called me Governor at the University of Akron, and I'm from Georgia, so I was the next state away. And I am the same George Wallace. I said segregation today, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever. That's me. I went to California, got a little songs.
Nobody laughs when I do my George Wallace.
Coming up in just a few minutes here on the Bob and Tom Show, some blues names, and Donnie Baker checks in. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Hope you're having a good Friday. This is Christopher in the Bob and Tom Studios. Welcome back to the best of the Bob and Tom Show. Some more from George Wallace coming up in just a few minutes. But right now, some blues names, and Donnie Baker checks in.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Check.
Lord, I'm down.
What's wrong with you?
Pat Godwin
This music
in
is...
the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
Oh, that upbeat.
Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning. What's your blues name, Josh?
I'm Chick McGee.
Peanut butter jelly roll. That's good.
Is there,
That is very, very funny. That deserved a much bigger laugh. Peanut butter and jelly roll.
is there a formula for the
Yeah, there is.
blues
Is
name?
there a formula for blues names?
Like-
there is.
Oh, what is
I'll
it?
look it up.
Okay.
What's your blues name? Chart gives you the nickname you've been waiting for.
Really?
What is it based on?
Use your first initial to... Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, so like T-Bone?
No,
That's
hang
good.
on. I love your product, but I don't want to buy it right now. Okay. Use your first initial to find your first name. Tom. T, would be big. Use your middle initial to find your middle name. Yours is B, so that's money. Big Money, use your last initial, and that's G. So Big Money Jones are you.
Yeah.
There you are.
That's good.
Tom is Big Money Jones.
But I like the self-generated version that Josh has. What would your last name be if you're going to be a peanut butter and jelly roll?
I would go Arnold, right?
Peanut butter and jelly roll Arnold?
Or I'd go with my middle name, Matthew, and just go Matthews.
Big peanut butter and jelly roll Matthews. That sounds good.
Okay, Willie is, Willie.
What you got?
W, Screamin'.
Nice.
And your middle, H?
H.
It's Hips.
Screaming Hips.
Yeah. Screaming Hips Jones.
Yeah. Screaming Hips Jones.
Let's see, Christy, K. Curly, your middle initial, Aloysius. Okay, that's Bones.
Curly Bones.
Curly Bones.
Lee.
Curly Bones Parker.
Yeah, you are. These are good.
Yeah.
Josh, what are you? J. Boney.
Boney.
What's your middle initial?
M.
M. Boney Gumbo Jackson.
Yeah. That's Boney Gumbo.
So strong.
I like my gumbo.
I'm Sticky. Sticky Legs. Mine's the worst one. Tompkins.
Sticky Legs.
No, that's good.
What about
Sticky
Ace?
legs.
Do me, do me.
Ace is Fat. What's your middle initial, Ace?
M.
Fat Gumbo Hopkins. I like it. And Pat Godwin. Let's see. Sleepy. What's your middle initial?
It's P, actually. I'm Joseph Patrick.
Sleepy Back. Sleepy Back Jones.
Oh, that's me, man.
Yeah,
Sleepy Back is Pat's?
Yeah.
How wild.
Sleepy Back.
Now, what was your last name, Chick? You were Sticky Legs what?
Tompkins, right?
I'm sorry, Lee.
Sticky Legs Lee.
Yeah, I read the wrong. I read it.
That'd be better for Christy. Sticky Legs Lee.
Wait a minute.
the implication is
you have to stick to the chart.
Wait.
These are all good.
It fits better. Sticky Legs Lee.
And Curly Bones Parker?
Curly Bones
I like
Parker.
Curly
is
Bones
so
Parker.
funny.
But Curly Bones Parker sounds like a dude.
She had scoliosis in grade school.
She had to bend over to sit.
That ain't no saxophone. That's Curly Bones Parker.
Sticky Legs Lee sounds like she's a woman with round heels.
Curly Bones Parker. She can
Sometimes
tie
she
her shoes with her teeth.
Play a saxophone look natural.
She make a saxophone look straight.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
That's right.
This is Big Money Jones. Lord, I'm down.
Oh, Big Money Jones. These
That's
are awesome.
perfect for you.
I'm Bad Credit Jones.
Hey, Big Money, how's that boy of yours screaming hips?
I ain't talking to Big Money no more.
I knew it was going to happen.
Are we allowed to do this?
I was going
Probably
like
not.
Louisiana kind of guy.
I think we all were.
Yeah, I
but
think that's
Kind of a
okay.
Cajun.
I'm not sure.
sure, because I'm Boney Gumbo.
Justin Willman.
Boney Gumbo.
Did you ever see that guy?
Jackson.
Oh, I loved him.
The cooking guy.
No,
Yeah.
it's Justin.
It's not Justin Willman. That was
magician?
Oh, that's the magician.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Musician.
excuse me. Who was it? What am I? I forget the guy's name.
Wilson. It was
Justin
Justin
was it
Wilson.
Justin Wilson?
Guarantee.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
One
He was
of
all over
one of the early cooking shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Besides Julia Child.
I guarantee.
Oh, can you get
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey,
Donnie, how are you?
I'm good. I think it's the same formula they used to name racehorses and hurricanes. I swear to God. And speak of the devil, in the spirit of REO Speedwagons, I'm riding a storm out here in Florida.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah,
if
that
you were gonna
hurricane's supposed to hit the
evacuate.
Tampa area.
Uh-huh.
Hurricane Ian, and this is Donnie Baker reporting live from the lazy eye of the hurricane.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I call it the lazy eye because this Hurricane Ian's taking forever to show its face. And probably because it's named Ian. Name one dick with the name Ian that's ever done anything good.
Well, you've got all the guys
Swear to
in
God,
Deep
time's
Purple.
up. The only one I can think of is sports announcer Ian Eagles, and even he's so embarrassed he goes by Ian. You know, Ian just sounds like the sort of dick that rides a 10-speed in yogurt pants and drinks Blue Moons and brags about it. Probably headbangs the Spandau Ballet. So that's basically what's headed our way after he gives Cuba a cat-free horse bath. But the fact remains, I probably know more about hurricane survival than anybody I know of.
Really?
I bet you didn't know I'm one of the few that survived Hurricane Bob back in circa 1985, Tom.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, nearly removed Myrtle Beach from the Rand McNally road map.
Wow.
But I'm still here. And the key is understanding what hurricanes are. They're a living, breathing thing, and they can build up steam and gain strength over warm liquids. No different than my idiot cousin Lonnie when he's sipping on cognac and starts reciting Tupac lyrics. You know? Even the bouncers start filling sandbags. That's what got him barred from boonies. And here's another factoid you probably don't know. Why does Florida attract so many hurricanes?
Why?
Because hurricanes are just like gators. They're hard to predict. They hiss, and you got to zigzag when you run from them.
I see.
But the key is preparation. I see so many rookies making rookie mistakes. For instance, you know the entire Tampa area right now is pretty much out of gas because everybody's filling up their cars.
Right.
But then they don't consider they're going to need more gas later and probably won't find another gas station with gas until they hit Valdosta. So you got to be smart. For instance, Christy, you know that kiddie pool you bought with me?
Uh-huh.
Well, in times like this, I just put it in the back of my truck bed and I fill it up with unleaded.
All right, yeah. Good idea.
Just got to be careful going over speed bumps. But like I said, the worst part is just waiting for this stupid hurricane to get here. It's the waiting that's the worst part. Sort of like walking into a kitchen and bracing yourself, just waiting for Chris Hansen to pop out.
Got a problem with that? Or?
Hey, sure, Chris, I'm free to leave, but we all know what happens as soon as I hit north. This is Donnie Baker reporting live from Lazy Eye of Hurricane Ian. I'll have more later.
Take care, Wolfie. You guys be
Thank you.
careful.
Got your Ian Fleming.
Sure, Ian McKellen.
Ian Pace. Isn't every guy in Deep Purple named Ian?
Pretty much.
Wouldn't they have like everyone? You had to be named Ian to be in the band, I think, at one point.
Oh, okay. You have the great
Ian McLagan.
Sure, the great music
Ian Hunter.
analyst Ian St. Ian.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And then there's a couple guys, Ian. Wasn't one of the guys on 90210 Ian instead of Ziering?
Oh, Ian Ziering, yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah, that's silly.
Well, whatever.
Certainly, it's
You mean the
annoying.
star of Sharknado?
That's right.
Ian Ziering?
Okay. Now we've got our blues names. Very nice. I like the one you made up for yourself, though, Josh.
Peanut butter and jelly roll Matthews.
I like that very much. And Willie, you're what is it again? Screaming Hips Jones.
Yeah, Screaming Hips Jones. I like that, man.
And then Chick, you're Sticky Legs Lee.
Yes.
We got to switch around.
Yeah, we gotta switch it around.
We got to give that to Christy.
So now Chick is Curly Bones Parker.
Yeah, I
and,
think so.
and Christy's Sticky Legs Lee.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Legs Lee.
Of course I am.
And what was Pat again? Sleepy
Bad
Johnson?
credit Jefferson.
Sleepy Back.
Sleepy what?
Sleepy Back.
Sleepy Back. And what was your last
We have taken all the fun out of blues names. This is supposed to be so silly of a pen out. These blues guys don't use pens; they use their soul.
Blood.
Yeah. Christy, why are your legs so sticky?
Harmonica spit.
Harmonica.
You can play the harmonica down there? That's a skill.
Wow. You get that on America's Got Talent.
They didn't do that
we'll see.
Ozark Mountain Daredevils.
We'll see how we really drop his jaw. Oh my God.
Oh, hey.
Look at that.
Now, do you have one of those harmonica holders down there to use your hands?
It's attached to her knee.
Got a panty like the guy in Blues
It's a
Traveler.
one-man band thing.
Coos Traveler.
Notice how I am not
He
participating.
doesn't enjoy it at all. Yeah, she's not.
That was a good time. That was a nice piece of business, Goose Traveler.
I got a pronunciation thing for you. We were getting emails from Mark Hayes in Australia. Thanks for listening.
Is it Mark Hayes or Mark Hez? It sounds like you're saying
Mark, new word Hayes.
Oh, okay.
Like Gabby. Or
Gabby Hayes.
Well, why were you saying it Marquez?
Yeah, you were
why
saying
are you saying it
like Mark Hayes about this
Marquez.
Explain yourself.
Mark Hayes, he said in his blandest, flattest Midwestern accent.
Thank you very much.
Mark writes, I was asking how you pronounce the name of his town. It's Butterrim.
Butterrim?
Butterrim. Butterrim.
That's some butter. Butter for
All
that
right.
rim job. Yeah.
That'd be like it's not a salted rim or a sugar rim. It's a butter
Brando
rim.
butter rim.
And it's biscuits and gravies in a cup.
This is like a good. We've already got some pretty good foods out there. You got the butter rim, and then what was the food we just invented earlier? The Huey, Dewey, and Dewey.
Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Dewey.
Okay. So thanks for listening, by the way, Mark, all the way in Australia.
Yes.
We turn now to Christy Lee over there at the Bob and Tom News
It's
Desk.
Friday in Australia. Mm-hmm. Don't tell us what happens, Mark. Thank you.
Hey, if you're waiting for the right time to break wind in front of your date, well, it might be around the 6th date, according to those who were surveyed. It takes the average person about 6 dates before they feel comfortable passing gas in front of a romantic companion.
Oh, right. I'm going to shove that sound effects box.
Go, Daddy. Go,
And
baby.
They mean going out for 6 dates, not eating 6 bacon wrap dates while you're hanging out with somebody
Right.
and then you start farting.
Right.
Willie, I think you knew.
You're making a gag out of it. I didn't know. I was just trying to be a little silly. My bad.
The survey of 2,000 adults conducted found farting is said to be more embarrassing than finding food stuck in their teeth or having their fly down. Most people said they did not consider breaking wind to be a relationship deal breaker.
What if you have food stuck in your fly? That's embarrassing.
You're doing it wrong.
What about premature ejaculation? Is that on there?
Hey, what date is that?
Does it say? But more than 40% said they have had an evening of love ruined by their own gas or a partner's
Oh,
gas.
no.
Yeah.
Why? Let it go. It's not that hard to...
Never
What?
do it.
Never.
You haven't...
Keep the romance.
Yeah, keep the
You can
romance.
keep the romance and still rip ass in front of each other?
No.
I looked in this etiquette book, and it says you can light them after 8.
Okay, good.
Josh, don't take this wrong, but you're
Or you can eat them after
you're a
light.
total monster.
I
Okay?
don't know about that.
You're a monster.
What if it's an accident? You just apologize or you just let it go?
Me?
You don't say anything?
This is why you always want to have your dog with you. I'm I apologize for Fido. It's unbelievable.
Well, then you have to act like you're blind, and then it's just a whole thing. Okay.
Sometimes I act like I'm blind because I can like reach out and accidentally touch boob. And go, I'm sorry, I was going for your face. I didn't.
You remember that monster thing I had, right?
Yeah.
That's you. Okay.
Hey, baby, you want a ring on that finger? Pull mine first.
Yeah, that's a little less romantic.
Hey, baby.
And use baby a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Forget her name.
I'm
and
with
say
Christy on
baby.
this. If you have this issue, you leave the room or you go out. It's like you're smoking.
right.
You go outside. Excuse me, I have to go.
And if it's an accident, you just apologize.
I have no problem with her farting in bed.
Really?
Yes, I think it's a funny little moment.
Do you giggle about it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you roll
Or
out
do
of
you
bed, go
acknowledge
grab a
it?
candle, and some spray?
Get in your car and just drive home.
Open the car window.
Why does he have candles at the ready like he's Ebenezer Scrooge waking up to go check out something in his study?
Who goes there? You
Josh
know he
has
is.
candles ready because he's a wonderful, giving lover. What is it you call yourself?
Thorough and generous lover. Do you have candles in the room?
I do have a candle in my room. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. And right now it's a nice pumpkin.
Where is it?
On my dresser.
Next to the bed?
So you have to
It's
get
up
up.
your ass. You know where it was.
I do have to get up and
Do you have one? Do you have a nightstand?
I do, but there are no candles there because I'm afraid I would move.
Kick them with your legs.
So you say
bring
goodnight
passion.
to your? Do you say goodnight to your furniture every night? Good night, nightstand.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, just like Good Night Moon?
Good night, TV.
Do you?
Takes forever.
Pillow is who I say goodnight to last.
Oh.
Good night.
Sorry about that pillow.
Sorry you had to see
I'll
it.
wipe it off with washcloth later.
Oh.
It had been a while. I didn't realize it would reach to you.
Good night.
I northed you.
Do you have a?
Usually I apologize to center of the bed. And my belly button.
And my belly button.
From what I've heard is your chest.
It depends on
Let's not downplay the
Hey,
monster
why do you think they
hog.
call him Go Too Far Jones? It goes way too far, man.
Do you have romantic matches to light your candle, like the wooden kind that?
You know, I don't. I like that though. Maybe I'll get some of those. 'cause
Yeah,
I
those
have
are cool. Those long ones that they have the little.
What's wrong? No, you need one of those.
That's what I have. I have one of the long lighters.
Long lighter deal.
No,
And it's got
Yes.
strictly for a barbecue.
the
Yes.
bendable wand on it. So
Right.
Oh, I don't
right.
have that. That'd be nice.
Wait,
I've
you
got
think there's
that.
a genre of romantic matches?
Yep.
I love matches. Have you
You
ever lit?
realize, now, don't take this the wrong way. I'm trying to help you. You might be, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You're out of touch romantically. I don't know. Okay.
I love matches.
I just have a couple of notes for you. This could be nothing.
Do you
It
have
might be
matches
nothing.
in your bedroom?
I have always loved matches.
I
Yes,
used to carry a book with me and light women's cigarettes.
You have matches in your bedroom right
I do.
now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
So
to light
you can-
to light the candle.
No.
That's awesome.
No, that's not why you have matches. You light farts.
Or do you light a match after a fart?
You know you do.
Because that will help.
It does help.
No, I'm serious. I love matches.
Yeah, I'm
What
with you.
flavor's the candle next to your
wooden
bed?
matches. I don't. Kelly bought it. I have no idea. It smells fine though.
Oh, that's good.
But
See, there you go.
fine.
Wow. What a romantic comment. Yeah, that smells fine. Let's do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's make another baby. Let's go with this. Let's go.
No, those
Stand on your head.
Climb aboard.
those things you have, Christy, that like pistol grip lighter thingy is.
Not as romantic.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Oh, mine is
make
leopard.
the,
It's really hot looking. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Do they still make the looks like a gun lighters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
funny.
love those. Those are hilarious.
Except when you want to light somebody's cigarette in the bank. That always causes
Yeah, it's a good
trouble.
thing they don't let you smoke there anymore.
I'm getting a security guard today.
I don't mind being wrestled to the ground. I'm fine with that.
Another segment with comedian George Wallace is coming up in just a couple of minutes. He was hilarious. Come on back and check it out. This is the Bob and Tom Show. And welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show on a Friday morning. This is Christopher speaking. Again, the gang is back in here live in studio on Monday morning. One more segment on this Friday. It's with comedian George Wallace.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold.
Weird show, man.
Yep, here we are. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold with our very, very special guest.
He's a comedian, George Wallace. I want to ask George about his life as a kid. We were talking about the Ed Sullivan Show earlier. And George and I are
Yes, you were talking and we were just sitting here.
men of a certain age, and there was a time when the only comedians you'd see on TV were on the Ed Sullivan Show, because that's where the Beatles emerged.
Sure.
The Doors.
Carlin was on, right?
Pardon me?
Wasn't Carlin on Ed Sullivan? Yeah. I remember seeing some black and white.
I'm not sure
suit and
about
tie.
George Carlin.
I don't know if George was. He might have been the next era.
Okay.
He was on Late Night with Carson, et cetera, et cetera.
Frank Gorshin was on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
We met Frank Gorshin. I loved Frank Gorshin.
Okay.
Did you ever meet him?
I met him one time. He came to Las Vegas, came to one of my shows. That's what's good about when I was working in Las Vegas. I own Las Vegas. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
They call me the new Mr. Vegas. Did you know that?
No.
Yes, I went there for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I wound up there for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't work for the hotels. I owned the show, my dear.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Nice. Maybe you can get that Seinfeld jet.
Yeah, here's Carlin on Sullivan. He played the hippie weatherman.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But my point was, so George, when you were a kid and you were watching TV, who did you admire in the world of comedy? Because you always wanted to be a comedian, right?
Red Fox, Jackie Mums Mabley. There's a guy named Judge Pickmeat Markham, Johnny Carson, Rodney
Big
Dangerfield,
Meat.
John
We,
Rivers. You know about Big Meat?
we were playing
we're
Pig
Big
Meat
Meat
Martin on
people.
No,
2
you
days
did
ago.
it.
Yes, we did.
We're quite familiar.
We love
come
him.
the
Love
judge.
Pig Meat.
Love the judge. And that's why Sammy Davis Jr. used to say, "Here comes the judge." But Judge Pickmeat Markham,
And then-
bring him in. I'm going to give him from now on. Hear ye, the judge.
And
on the swing.
they brought him on. They actually brought Pig Meat onto the show.
He's the coat of swing.
Swing, just about ready to do that thing. Don't want no cheese, don't want no jazz.
Above all, I don't want no alibis.
Alibis.
This judge is here.
This
and
judge
that
is-
ain't all. He'll give you time if you're big or small. Fall in line or this coat is neat. Peace, brother.
He's Judge Pickmeat.
That's me in the background. Here comes the judge. What, you know?
I got to have that.
Yeah.
I got to have it. You got to
You
give me
gotta
that.
play the chorus.
Oh, there we go.
Listen to that.
Let that guitar fall in.
Everybody.
Oh, my God. This is great.
All those cats got to listen to me because I am the judge and you can play the
See,
scene.
here's my point here. That is rap. That is hip hop. And they're going, well, hip hop was invented in the 1970s.
Some historians, hip hop historians, do claim that as one of the.
No,
first.
come on. That is.
Of course, right. I know.
Okay, they agree with you.
It just wasn't called hip hop back in the day. He was doing it. Also, Holiday. What's the other guys in New York?
Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang,
Right.
yeah.
But Sly and the Family Stone was doing it before that. It
Yes.
just depends on
Yeah, that's just such great stuff. So when you were a kid, you loved Pig Meat Markham. That's great.
I loved them all. Wildman Steve, and we used to Red Fox.
You got to work with him.
I wrote. All right, I did. I was a writer on the Red Fox show.
And it's my understanding that Mr. Fox was the what's the word I'm looking for?
A very dirty comedian.
Well, that's
Blue.
No, he was blue.
Now you're talking about Red Fox. See, most people think about Sanford and Son. That's not Fred Sanford. Those are two different guys.
Mm-hmm.
Had you gone to see him, and you would be expecting Fred Sanford. Totally.
Yeah.
That's right, lady. I said the F word. I won't say it again. Everybody says the F word. Slam your hand in the door. See what the first word is.
That's right, lady. I said he looked at a woman in the crowd
because they were surprised that these little old white ladies would come see Fred Sanford, and all of a sudden the first thing he does is just go blue, blue, blue.
And
blue.
if LaWanda Page opened for him,
she opened for me once in San Francisco.
Was she's one of the filthiest comedians?
Filthy. I said, she was so filthy. She walked out there and had an apron on, and under her apron she had a big slung and she was doing all. I mean, really filthy. So I just said, I think I should open this show with a word of prayer. And Esther, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, now, let me ask you this: George Wallace is our guest, distinguished comedian. What was your first major television appearance? Do you remember?
Mike Douglas. Jimmy Walker got me on the Mike Douglas show,
Nice.
and then I went to the Tonight Show in 1977.
Man.
And the next day I was opening. That's when you did the Tonight Show. You were in.
Yeah.
Open on a Thursday night Thanksgiving. The next day I was in front of 17,000 people opening for Natalie Cole. And I never stopped. And all I ever wanted to do was be a comedian, a real comedian. I never wanted to do radio, television, or movies, anything like that. I just wanted to open up. And I went from Natalie Cole to George Benson to Donna Summer to Diana Ross to Tom Jones for 5 years. I just love doing comedy, stand up in the theater, in the rounds. I love what I do.
I'm getting a look.
You're getting the look.
Why am I getting the look?
Because of the Tom Jones reference.
Tom Jones.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Well,
nobody.
you're not unusual.
You weren't getting
You're not
a look.
unusual.
We got a legend in the building. Let's not do our radio trick.
Oh, you didn't like Tom Jones? What
Let's
was
not sully the.
We all love Tom Jones.
He's having a good time, Tom.
Well, he's 82 years old and still doing it.
Yeah, I saw him in Vegas.
Oh, I
not too
think
long
it's
ago.
sweet.
Man.
I'm sure that Mr. Wallace, has had some experience in the world of radio. And as you can see, George, I have a vinyl turntable here. And
well, his visit's almost about up anyway.
Let me hear you go.
I'm going to do some.
We'll get you Pygmy.
As you know, Tom Jones refuses to release his album or have his music and have it streamed. It's exclusively on vinyl.
Is that right?
I thought we'd play a little bit of it. Now, as you can see, this is a scratchy record, Mr. Wallace. Let's just see if we can.
What's new, pussy?
It seems to be skipping.
What's new, pussy?
I apologize for.
Seemed like you would have said cat and not do the first part. But that's
I've got flowers and lots of hours to spend.
There's more, George. There's more.
Try it. Soon be kissing your sweet little pussy.
I'm sorry.
You guys are stupid. You know that? You guys
We are dumb.
We don't know we're stupid.
Yeah. Stupid is a compliment now. See how stupid is a compliment. Yeah.
I want to play a little something for you. This will make you happy. Here we go. This is Mr. Red Fox. Here we go.
Hygiene. That's the important factor. Hygiene. The toughest thing in the world, say, you got to wash your ass.
And there's a second part to that you got to listen to.
I don't think he means your whole ass.
That's right. You got to
Yes.
You know the other part.
Not the entire.
I was at that taping at the Apollo Theater. I heard him do that live.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm so blessed. I've been around. I've seen a lot. I was at Dr. King's funeral. I've been around. I've been to the Great Wall of China. I'm so blessed. That's all I'm going to talk about on
And we're blessed to have you in
Yes,
here.
we are blessed.
I'm on this show. That's really blessed right there. And I thank
This
God.
stupid shit.
Yes, he's blessed so much he's leaving after this break.
He's blessed to be able to leave.
Really, really something wrong with you guys. But is this a nice way to work? And just just love to come to work and just laugh. And
Oh, yeah, we love it.
Will you shut up while I'm talking?
Let me ask you. We're talking with George. George, do you remember your first?
Yes, I do.
Your first appearance was on the Tonight Show.
Yes.
Do you remember any of the material you did on the Tonight Show the first time you were on?
I did. I walked down and said, "Yeah, I'm George Wallace. I know you're looking at your television, going, Lula May coming here." And I said, "George Wallace on here. There's something different about this."
That's great. That must have just destroyed.
You know,
A lot of people tuned in.
I closed the show with oh my God! It was about do all black people know each other? I got a question. You've been. I'm going to answer a question that you white people have been confronted with for 20 years. Do all black people know each other? Yes, we do. Another part was that I don't remember the other part now. I don't want to screw up the joke, but I remember.
Well, you're famous for doing a new show every night.
Well, this is true too, because I don't know what here. I'm going to talk about your airport. I'm going to talk about every city I go to. I talk about something that happens in that city that's really stupid.
And I think pretty much everywhere you go in America, there's a lot of material.
Exactly, exactly. And I want to know why was my cab fare higher than my airfare to get to the station?
Well, it's my understanding they took you in the Great Circle route to get here.
I did see. I kept seeing the same thing over and over and over, and I'm going like, they taking me up the river. And there's a creek out here or something like that, right?
There's a creek.
Yeah. Falls Creek.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very good. George Wallace is our distinguished guest.
I can't wait to come back. Am I going to be invited back?
Absolutely.
Oh, this is so nice.
It'll be the afternoon guy, but
None of us will be.
you won't be sleepy.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Michael Rosenbaum and his Smallville co-stars take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
We're going to watch every episode.
Join us. It's Big Talk.
You remember when I had to shave my head?
Oh, I think I was angry with this one.
On Smallville.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. The scene you did, and this is the one that got me fired. Okay. What? Here we go.
I love the excursions with me and Welling.
It's everything that Superman stands for.
It's Talkville.
Talkville, we always talk about it. It's a great thing.
The Smallville Rewatch Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.